recording. We're here. Switch. Today. It's the Switch today.
Bro, it's not you.
Switch to today.
The envelope. Yeah. It's not you, bro. It's not you. It's not you.
It's Ming Ming.
The difference is he really had it. He really had it there.
Ming Ming.
The fumble Rooski, dude.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's a reason why we have Smash on the TV. Because today is the Switch 2 day. Switch 2 today.
Oh, that's what this is. Smash. I was trying to figure out what game this was.
Yeah. He's going through all of the old Smash trailers over the years for every single character reveal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now we're at the these are all the DLC for Ultimate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I think I ever played the DLC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The DLC characters are pretty hit or miss for Ultimate.
Yeah.
Like, I think the latter half of the characters, when they have, like, Sora from Kingdom Hearts and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think the last...
She earned the invitation more than anyone had
Well,
before.
yeah, I guess maybe I played some of the DLCs. I think the last character I played was Steve.
Oh, yeah, Steve's
from
DLC.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Any of the characters after that. Like, I never got to play... I haven't played Sora.
Yeah,
I've
Sora
never
was the
played
last
this character.
character.
I don't think I've ever seen this character, to be honest.
Mingling is she was part of the first character pack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's from ARMS,
It's a crazy mechanic.
which was a launch game for the Switch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you use the motion controls to, like, punch and shit like that, too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never even seen this game, so I was like, I thought it was just that's why I kind of thought it was a whole new game by itself at first,
Yeah.
and I was like, this is cool.
No, I
Why
think
are we watching, like, new game footage?
I think a
before?
lot of the cutscenes have that animation style. I've never
Yeah.
played ARMS myself. I just remember it from the launch day.
I honestly can't. I mean, it looks like something familiar, but
They tried really hard to get this to be a thing.
yeah.
Yeah, they
It
wanted
does look
this to be a
cool.
big deal.
I
I mean,
think it'd be cooler in a different sort of game,
yeah.
like with the remote.
Well,
You're
you
just
could.
going around.
Yeah, you could use.
I guess
the
I
Pro
have to see the
controller.
game itself to know, but.
Yeah, it's just a one. It's like Tekken.
Oh, it's a fighting game.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think it'd be better if you were like going around, running around doing stuff.
Yeah,
Like first person style.
3D action fighter
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
First person would be weird. You could do like a VR thing with the
That'd be really
arms
cool.
characters.
Yeah, I'd
have
love that.
long, stringy arms.
I'd love that. It'd be kind of like that monkey tag game, where you had those long monkey arms that you could go around swinging from
I
things.
don't even
and-
know what you're. What?
That's a VR.
It's
That's
a
like a
VR
big
game?
VR game. Yeah.
Oh,
It's like
I don't
monkey
pay attention to
tag.
a lot of VR.
I just know that it's one of the
Yeah,
more popular ones that pop up on my.
VR is such a gaming blind spot to me because it's so niche.
Yeah.
It's like so niche. So unless you're in that niche, like,
Yeah. I guess
it's-
that's true. Yeah. I don't know how it pops up on my stuff. I think it's just like the weird stuff like that.
Yeah. But you like a lot of indie games and like a lot of the more
That's true.
obscure stuff. You do dig deeper. But anyways, I can go over and find some other videos. Dude, this Grum stuff that popped off 3 days ago is crazy. Grums is like the leader of the video game Gamergate culture war on Twitter.
Yeah.
And somebody dug deep into his shit and pulled up like a whole bunch of tax evasion and like all of his dirty websites that he was funding in the
Oh.
back through like Indiegogo campaigns and stuff. On the it's bad. I'll send you this video because it's like an HB Bomber Guy video breakdown. Yeah.
Yeah.
At first you'll be like, who is this dude? But Grums is also known as Mark Kern, who is one of the guys behind like World of Warcraft.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like he was at Blizzard for a long time. He's been gone for even longer than he was at Blizzard now, but
Yeah.
Mega 64 did a video with him, because he would later make a game called Firefall, and Mega 64 did a stream called Firefall Fest where they had Mark Kern like come do a Halloween themed Firefall festival.
Nice.
And he is not in on the joke.
Oh no.
All the Mega 64 guys are dressed up as goth characters, and Rocco's doing like I don't even know what the accent is, but he's speaking with a lisp the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's from the era of like early 2010s, like let's make fun of retards and stuff like that, like kind of thing. So he's doing that kind of voice. So maybe it doesn't hold up as well, but it's pretty funny, like having Grums, this dude who's like behind this self-righteous culture war, like he's just out of his element.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
I'll send you the Firefall Festival thing too, because there's so many good clips of that. So many good moments of X64.
I'll watch it.
What I was gonna do, sorry, I got sidetracked. What I was going to do, the GameCube reveal, because today is typing with this shit. I need to get a keyboard. I said that before. GameCube reveal. Because today is the reveal of the Switch 2. And it's been a very long time since we got a reveal of a console, period.
Yeah.
I feel like the last console launch that we had was botched because of COVID.
Yeah.
Like 2020.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. Like we were deep in the pandemic, all living... I don't think I had moved in the house yet at that point. I think I would move. Maybe I had just moved into the house that month that the PS5 came out. But it was like...
It was around that time.
Or no, it was the month I graduated college.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they released it in November of 2020 in the heart of the pandemic, and that was the PS5. I think the Xbox One or the Xbox Series X was a little bit later, maybe a whole year later.
Yeah.
But the Switch came out in 2017.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been almost 8 years. Actually, I think 8 years as of like last week.
Wow. No, they should have just waited till 10.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah, for sure, man. We don't need Pokemon running at like 5 frames on the next game. It goes it goes down like 10 frames every single gen. We have like sub 10 frames now.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
2 more years, it's alright.
10 more years. I mean, Zelda keeps looking better, so there's that. But that's kind of like why I wanted to bring you here beforehand, though, is because we talk about the launch of this stuff, but like this is going to be your first Nintendo launch if you actually get on to it, or you didn't own a GameCube or anything like that back in the day. The GameCube to me was the console that the neighbor kids had, so I'd go to the neighbor kid's house and
I had a friend who had a GameCube, but I didn't go to his house that often. It was just like,
oh really,
the thing he had when I did go to his house.
Yeah, I was homeschooled for a part of my elementary school, and that kid was also homeschooled, so it was like
nice.
perfect. I could go over there and play like Pikmin and shit like that.
Yeah.
I played like all the weird GameCube games, and then I had the cool PS2.
Smash.
Yeah, Smash was the big one, of course. Melee, but Melee was a launch game. That's the crazy thing, is that Melee was a launch game for the GameCube, and though in this reveal, they show off Melee for
Yeah.
the first time. The cool thing about Melee was that was the first time that we see a lot of those characters in 3D for the first time, like Metroid and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
right,
like
yeah.
the people that are reacting to this, they're like, that's their first reaction to seeing this character in this dimension.
Right. It's like a whole, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like breaking boundaries and shit.
Right. And the Switch 2 isn't here to break boundaries, but it's still... The Switch did. I
Yeah.
would say. The Switch is one of the best-selling consoles of all time. It is the best-selling console of all time, depending on if you ask PlayStation or not.
Yeah.
They like to say that the PlayStation sells 1 million. PS2 likes to sell an extra 1 million copies every year somehow. They find it under the rug. They're like, we scraped
Right.
the data. And turn down the TV. Miyamoto's on stage. It's crazy that he doesn't look much older
Yeah.
now. He's gray, but like his face is still the same. Yeah.
Nice.
But the Switch 2 the Switch for context had a bunch of launch games, but when they revealed the Switch, they had like a whole in-person event kind of thing.
Yeah.
We're not getting this time. They
Oh,
kind of
no.
like, I mean, we have that 2-minute reveal video of the Switch. That was like,
Yeah.
or the Switch 2. That was like, hey, here's the Smash thing. Sorry,
Oh, yeah.
I'm breaking sentences. This is a big deal. Like we had Mario 64 by this point, and Donkey Kong 64, but it's the first Metroid. We've had Ocarina before. I don't know if we ever saw Yoshi. The dude in the back going ice climbers.
And they don't even know what this game is yet.
No,
They just know all these characters are in
you're right.
it.
Captain Falcon, first time seeing F-Zero in 3D. I don't think there was one on N64. Earthbound, of course.
That's cool.
Crazy.
Oh.
Oh no. Yeah, it's okay.
Get outta here.
I mean, that's the big thing.
That
Like
was it.
everybody's showing off. They're showing off the GameCube. The Spice World reveal event's weird, where they had a whole bunch of ladies go out with GameCubes chained to them. They had like handcuffs or something like that. I think that was this event. Maybe that was the 3DS event or something like that I'm getting confused with. There was one event that they did like a deal or no deal thing, and they brought out like 30 ladies with briefcases handcuffed to them, and they all had some type of console in it.
Oh, weird.
It was really strange. But then they were like walking around. It must have been the DS. But it seems like they're doing the same kind of thing.
That's a magic show.
Yeah, dude. The video game events were crazy back in the day. They definitely don't make them like they used to. Maybe that's for the best. We really don't need all of this.
Yeah.
Like, they're doing this to a whole bunch of journalists. People
I
are
love
like,
it.
I gotta go write a paper after this.
I mean, that's pretty cool. There's 5 of them.
Yeah, this is the Spice World event. So, this is in Japan. This GameCube recently just sold for like, I think it's a couple $100,000.
Oh, like that one specifically?
Yeah.
That she's holding? That's crazy.
Spice
You
World.
can collect all of them, like the
GameCube. Well,
Infinity Stones.
the
Infinity Stones.
how the sausage is made is that those are just shells.
Mm.
GameCubes don't have a light like that on top of them.
Ah.
This was before the GameCube
That makes
ever
sense too,
came out.
because they need to be light. You don't want to carry a bulky
Right.
or risk dropping it or whatever.
Dude, the GameCube had a handle on it. That was
Yeah.
they were like making that a whole thing with like Paris Hilton walking around with
Right.
the
Because they
GameCube.
wanted you. So you could bring it over to your friends.
Right.
With ease. Yeah.
It has this cute handle.
Yeah.
Spice World.
It was a convenient console. I mean, other than the discs. I mean, I guess the disc size, being able to store like 50 games in the palm of your hand is, I guess, pretty nice. But you just had to be extra careful. And for children, I mean,
It's really hard to find. Oh, here it is. 25-year-old prototype Space World GameCube. I keep saying Spice World. It's Space World. It's my
that makes a little more sense. Spice World. I kept thinking of the Spice Girls, and I was like, are they licensed?
No, it's because in my head I was thinking of the Spice Orange GameCube, but there is a orange variant in
So funny.
Japan specifically. It's only in Japan.
Yeah.
Called the Spice Orange GameCube. So I was thinking, Spice World 2000. That sounds rad. Oh, what time is it? We still got 30 minutes to go. We can watch the Switch 1 event. Throw that on. Which One Direct? So this is gonna be taking place of the podcast. We're kind of rolling in a pre-show, full show, and maybe a little bit of a post-show. Well, probably quite a bit. We'll go over the trailers quite a bit. I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about by the end. But the plan is to clip out just the conference itself as well, so that could be a separate thing. Just like I did with the last Nintendo event. It seemed to work out pretty well.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah. That's the easiest way, and then I can rip it to my YouTube channel, and then you can rip it to yours, and then it's just easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But what was it? Oh, Switch Direct is what I was looking up. Throw that on. The Spice Orange GameCube, man, is it's really pretty.
Yeah.
It's like $300, but I want it one day.
Wow.
I think it's like $280 or something like that. And then this Space World. I don't know if it's sold on eBay. Maybe it's sold off eBay.
I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi from Nintendo, and I'll be your guide.
But it says that they were asking for $100,000 for it. So a little bit less than what I thought.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a little bit more, but still quite a bit.
Yeah.
And
so
then
good
just
chunk.
it's just a brick.
Right. It's just decor.
That's a cool little light. And then what was I gonna look up? The Spice Orange GameCube, so you can see. It's like one of those colors that this person's selling a lot of them. I assume these are all broken. Oh yeah, these are all just modded bricks. That's not a real one either. There's people just selling fake ones of these. That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
They're a lot cheaper now than what they were. They're 160. You can buy a new one for 500.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, they never did a translucent one. That's the one thing that never.
Oh wow, that would have been cool.
Yeah, Nintendo was
That
on a
would be really
huge
cool.
translucent kick for a long time,
Yeah.
and Yeah, they just lost that. I don't know. And bring back translucent models. A translucent Switch too.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah.
The translucent Switch too. I want to be able to look right through it while I'm playing.
Right, or well, at least like the Joy-Cons with like all of the different Joy-Con
Right.
colors and
Yeah.
stuff that they
Oh,
did.
for sure.
Like that'd
Maybe
be
it was
so
just
cool.
like more difficult or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just a plastic casing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I don't know.
maybe for pirating reasons. Like I don't know. The Game Boy was that was just the model. The Game Boy Advance was just a translucent.
Yeah.
And then they did later variations, but like that was just came out as translucent.
12 quick balls.
How would you get the digital version?
It's out on my birthday.
Rest in peace. None of these are playable anymore. Unless you already had them downloaded, but you can't buy those versions anymore.
Well, I'll never receive a Celebi as a special gift.
Well, the eShop, that eShop doesn't exist anymore. That completionist dude did that video about like buying all of the eShop games before they closed down. And it was like, I think it was like $58,000 in total, but it took like years to download all of it because he had to like, and it was including all of the DLC and stuff like that. It was crazy. Maybe that was for the original DLC shop, but I think that was for the 3DS eShop. There was a lot of games that you had to like go into the game to buy the DLC because the eShop didn't support the DLC page.
Yeah.
It's like crazy stuff like that.
That's annoying.
That's insane. One of those
But that
things
is a
where
lot.
like
That's a
you
lot.
think of the video first and then you start it and then you get way deep down that rabbit hole and you're like, fuck.
You're like, oh god.
I'm already too far deep, but
I
yeah.
hope this video does well now because I just spent
Yeah, right. I spent so much time and money.
so much.
More time than money. But shit. The reason why I want to put these on though is like to drum up some predictions. I don't have anything too out of left field in my mind of what could be here, but you've never been around for one of these before, so like, but you've now seen a few directs and you kind of expect. I don't know. You know what to expect from one of these.
Yeah, Mario, Luigi, Zelda,
Right. So
Kirby.
for Switch 2, a Switch 2 console release to get you in the door, what are you looking for?
What to like? So I buy one?
Yeah, what I mean, like you know what they have. So
Uh,
and we know Mario Kart is imminent. That's the one
Yeah.
gimme because of that trailer.
Mario Kart's cool. I mean, Mario Kart's alright. I'm not like I like to play Mario Kart, but it wouldn't be a game that I'd get
Right.
to play like by myself.
Right, it's one of those
No.
things that you're like, oh, I have the Switch now, so I get Mario Kart.
Right.
It's not the thing you buy the console for. I
I
mean,
mean, it'd be fun or whatever, but
presumably Metroid is a cross-gen thing. It'll be like you can play on the Switch one, but it'll look real nice on the Switch too.
yeah.
Depending on, I would assume the same thing for Pokemon and later in the year, but we've already seen Pokemon. I mean, they could show it again.
Yeah.
It would be crazy if they showed it again a third time within the last like month or whatever. Because Pokemon Day, when they revealed it, wasn't that long ago.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty recent.
And they just had it at that last direct, like 5 days ago. I was looking at the video. I was like, it's not even been a week.
Right. But who knows? I mean, it's a whole new
Yeah, a whole new
system,
console.
so they have no reason.
So I'll
More of the reason to.
I'll throw some, just because this direct is filled with a bunch of DS stuff that I didn't expect. Switch 1 launched with Zelda. That was the big thing.
Oh yeah.
When the Wii U got announced, Breath of the Wild was revealed. And it took up until the Switch release for it to be a cross-gen game. The same thing with Metroid. That's the presumption there, is that it would be the same thing, because Zelda came out like last year or whatever. So like, there's no way that. I mean, they could totally show Zelda.
Yeah.
And it would be like, they showed Tears of the Kingdom like 5 or 6 years before it came out as well. Same thing, just like Breath of the Wild, they showed Tears of the Kingdom pretty short after, and we're like, hey, we got another one coming, and then it was like, where the fuck is Zelda? And then it was I think 7 years later, something crazy.
Huh.
For years, the Mario Party series brought us together around our home consoles. Since the original launch,
Mario Party is a good one.
I'm sure, yeah, that'll probably be something.
That's a good launch title.
The best minigames from 10 home console titles
Mario Kart being there, of course. It's been a long time since Mario. Mario Odyssey was the last 3D Mario, and that team did a little side game called Bowser's Fury.
There was that weird psychedelic Mario.
Right, so that the 2D Mario games are a different studio. But also Nintendo has like the different facets of Mario, and they treat them as different things. Like in Nintendo, same thing with Zelda. How they were like, oh, we want a Zelda every year, but it's not going to be like big Zelda every year. It's going to be the small little things as well. Same thing with Mario.
Yeah.
Where like the 2D Mario, the 3D Mario, and they have like the Mario sports games and stuff like that. Mario Kart and tennis and all of those things. But you're right, Mario Wonder wasn't that long ago, so 2D Mario is probably off the table.
Yeah.
2D Metroid would be crazy. They showed 2D Metroid, that would be crazy.
That'd be cool.
There's a Professor Layton game that we haven't seen in a long time, called The World of Steam.
Okay.
Ace Attorney has been making a big comeback lately.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be a pie in the sky kind of thing.
That'd be very cool. I would see something like that popping up. Some sort of game like this.
Yeah, that would be, dude. Etrian Odyssey kind of slaps. If this is the one that I'm thinking of, where you have like, you got to go through the dungeon and map it out and stuff like that to like get a perfect score. I think that was Etrian Odyssey. Oh yeah, there we go. Fire Emblem. It's been a long time since Fire Emblem. Apparently, there's been a Fire Emblem that's been done for a long time that they've just been sitting on for 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, Nintendo does that all the time. Where they just have games done and they just sit on them for the right time.
It makes sense. If they're waiting for the newest system, you'd want to reveal it for the best capabilities.
And when Mario Kart 8 is still selling 2 million units a week or whatever, they don't need to worry about. They're like, we can put out a game whenever. The crazy thing that I would say that people would want, and it's not been rumored, but it's kind of like people are speculating right now. Is that the 3D Mario is really a 3D Donkey Kong game?
Oh yeah, I mean that would make sense.
Mario in it.
When have we seen? When was the last time we've seen a full Donkey Kong game?
We haven't gotten a Donkey Kong game since Tropical Freeze, but we haven't gotten a 3D Donkey Kong game since Donkey Kong 64.
Wow, well there you go. So that might be.
That would be
something pretty big.
That would be a big deal.
I mean, because I know that they're also talking about making a Donkey Kong movie.
Right.
So...
And then in the Mario Kart trailer, they changed his look. to the old style of Donkey Kong. They like got rid
that's
of
true, yeah.
got rid of the, and that could just be like, branding and like kind of thing. But
Right.
there's a Donkey Kong Land in the new Mario World that they're trying to sell this year. It just opened. I think it just opened, or it's opening soon.
Yeah.
There's the Donkey Kong movie. Like they're putting him front and center now.
He's definitely trying. They're definitely trying to make him like. Oh, excuse me.
No, it's cool. You just woke up, and I go to bed in like 2 hours, so it's gonna be fun.
I literally just woke up and rolled out of bed and put clothes on.
Right, and
I didn't even stop to get. I was thinking about that. I didn't even stop to get coffee or anything. Like,
No.
I was so dumb.
There's teas right there. I know you don't drink energy drinks, but there's teas right there, and sodas.
It's too early for that. My body.
I do have energy drinks if you do want a Monster, but
No, I'm fine. I'm not
Xenoblade?
like terrible.
I think
gonna yawn a couple times.
yeah, no worries. Do some jumping jacks or whatever.
Right.
There's snacks and stuff too if you want food or candy. There's Kool-Aid bursts. Those things slap. I buy a pack of those like every once in a while. They're like $1.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
They're
I love them. Xenoblade came out pretty recently, but I could see them showing something. Monolith Soft, they pump shit out. They're a powerhouse, and they also help a lot on other things too. Like they half developed basically Zelda as well.
Oh really?
While making Xenoblade 2 and 3.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So there could definitely be a Xenoblade. I've never seen this game. I don't think.
No, these are super weeby JRPGs.
Yeah.
Like the most weeby JRPGs.
Okay.
But they're not turn-based, they're 3D action games.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. But they're giant open worlds. I don't know. I don't think the first one's an open world. I think it's more open zone. But the later ones are more open world-esque.
Yeah.
Kind of big things. Xenoblade Chronicles X, which is a spin-off, just got a remaster that came out this week.
Okay.
And that game takes place in this world, but it's about a group like thousands of years in the future
Yeah.
in mechs.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. And I think it was a Wii U game, so that's why they remastered it, because the Wii U sold like shit, so of course every game that was on the Wii U sold like shit.
Right.
So like, we're putting it out. That was kind of like the last one of those.
Oh okay.
Yeah, I think it's the last one on the list. There is a remaster that people are waiting for. I don't think it would be here, but people are expecting a Kirby game called Kirby Robo-Bobo.
Okay.
Or Robobot.
I could definitely see some sort of new Kirby game. I mean,
For sure.
Especially the last one was that one where you could be a Kirby car or whatever.
If we do get a remaster, I don't think it's going to be a Kirby game.
No.
I think if we get a remaster at a Switch 2 reveal, it's going to be a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I don't think it's. I think you're right on the money. If it's a Kirby game, it's a sequel to that. The
Yeah.
3D action, like big no shit Kirby game.
Yeah, it'll be a whole new.
Dude, I use the memes of Kirby eating a car all the time. Or my favorite is the dude from Akira walking up to his bike, and instead of his normal dust cover, it's the Kirby
Oh yeah,
covering
yeah.
it.
That's a good one.
It's pretty fun.
That's funny.
I could see a Pokemon something here. I don't see Gen 10 being here at all.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. I think they would blow their load too early because next year's the anniversary,
Right.
the 30th anniversary.
Yeah, true. They might have a couple like maybe smaller things to
Yeah,
throw out.
yeah. Like they did a Pokemon Snap sequel and the Switch at
Yeah.
some point. So maybe another one of those. A Pokken tournament, like the Tekken spinoff.
Maybe you can play Pokemon Go on your Switch too.
That'd be crazy. That'd be kind of cool. But you need internet. That's the only thing you'd have to hotspot your Switch. But they could do something like that. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe the Switch 2 has like a hotspot functionality kind of thing. I don't know. That'd be crazy if you could like link up your Switch to your cell service provider, like an iPad or whatever.
That'd be cool.
Nintendo is never gonna do that. It took them so long to even get the internet working.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're finally at HD quality.
Well, they're not tied to cell phones like Microsoft and stuff, or Apple. So
right, for sure. But they love weird technology though. So that
they could do something weird.
We haven't even talked about the quote mouse functionality, which hasn't been confirmed yet.
Right.
No, it's all still speculation.
It's gonna be they'll probably reveal one of those weird quiz games that they have. You know, something like that. But like that'll be how they demonstrate all the different new features, because that game makes you do all sorts of weird.
There was one specific game for the mouse that people are asking for is Mario Paint.
Oh yeah, maybe that's what they'll do.
And then a new Mario Maker with mouse functionality would be the other thing.
I think they're either gonna do one game that reveals all the different functions, or
like
they're gonna have.
Oh yeah, no, I feel you.
Or they're gonna have a bunch of games, and each game reveals a different new function.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So they do have a team that makes the weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Mario Maker team is one. I mean, it's not like a traditional Mario because you just build stuff, but the team that made Labo.
Yeah.
And then also they made a Mario Maker-like kind of thing called Game Builder Garage, which was like baby's first game coder.
Okay.
That team could do something like that. They also, I think that team also would do everyone's 1-2 switch as well.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a quick. That game is like, I take a Joy-Con, you take a Joy-Con, and like we do gun draws and stuff like that. And that's kind of like the whole gimmick is like Joy-Con functionality and stuff like that.
Right.
There's HD rumble in the Joy-Con, so like you could shake it and then you could feel all the different ice cubes in a glass, and you'd be able to count the different individual cubes from the shake.
Oh, that's cool.
So they do have a team specifically that does that.
Yeah.
So you'd be right on the money though. It's been a long time since a Splatoon. Splatoon 3 is still kind of being supported, but it's definitely on the last half of its life cycle. And they might even said, hey, at this point we're done supporting it fully.
Right.
With updates.
Splatoon 2 would make sense because so many people would be getting it.
It would be
at once.
Splatoon 4.
It would be Splatoon. Yeah, Splatoon, whatever.
Yeah.
Splatoon 12.
Splatoon 12. Yeah, dude.
So yeah, Splatoon 4 would make sense though, because
I mean,
it's coming out.
Right, and those games, like, they do have some things that are different, but really each one's just like a pretty big iteration off the next one. Like,
right.
They don't. It's all like. It's basically like fucking what am I thinking of? But it's like DLC or something.
Oh yeah.
That's what you could compare it to. If they didn't do all the extra pizzazz outside of the matches,
right,
it would just feel like, oh, I got some new weapons, kind of thing. Maybe
a
couple new maps.
Right. Yeah. But, new color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they do all of the extra hub stuff on the outside, and they have like a single player mode to each one of those things.
Wow.
Snipper Clips was very popular, but this was an indie studio. That same studio also did Crow Country last year. So I don't think we're getting a new snipper clips.
No.
Yeah.
This looks cute, though.
Yeah. I think it's only like 2 people that made this game in Crow Country.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Very, very small team. But yeah, it's so cute. You just cut pieces out of each other to
complete the puzzles.
Yeah.
Stuff. Wow.
This content will also be available for current owners of the original game.
I thought this was the reveal for the Switch, but this is just like later, way later in the year.
Yeah, just like a random
Just a random direct in the year.
Direct.
My bad.
Yeah.
This is the one that I was looking for, but we are like minutes away. So I'm going to go to the YouTube channel of Nintendo.
No, you don't have to. It's right there.
There it is.
Look at that. It's like, we got you.
Perfect. And just for good measure, we still got 9 minutes, so we can still bullshit and talk and stuff before we get down to brass tacks. But this is huge. Like, I'm excited. We don't get a lot of these often.
That's true.
Yeah, and we don't. I mean, not to be grim, but we don't have a lot of these left in us either. You know, the console generations are like 10 years now.
Yeah. That's true, too. And they're all kind of like... I feel like eventually it's just gonna... We're just gonna have the console.
Oh, yeah, just merge into one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was kind of a thing that we talked about. I think we talked about it slightly last week, but some screenshot leaked of Steam compatibility on Xbox.
Yeah.
And that's been a thing that they've been kind of talking about for a while. They're like, we want Game Pass on everything, so Game Pass is now on like Roku and stuff like that. But they kind of want the same thing on the inverse of like, what about if we get everybody's ecosystem on our machine as well?
Oh, yeah.
And then, I mean, in their eyes, like, even if they're taking like a 10% cut or whatever, it would probably be more than that. Like, I think PlayStation does a 30% cut of any purchase. So anytime you buy like a Fortnite skin or whatever through PlayStation specifically, PlayStation's taking a 30% cut rather than if you buy it through like Epic on the Epic store or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
Same thing with Steam. It's Fortnite's not on Steam. And it's not on Apple either for that same reason, because Epic was like, oh, you're taking too much of our money on the back end.
Right.
And Apple was like, nah.
This is Apple.
Yeah, this is Apple.
We do what we want.
Yeah, because Epic's whole thing was like, we're trying to fight for Apple to be an open marketplace. I think they actually won that case in the long run, but it took a very long time. Last minute predictions. I mean, we got some crazy ass shit last week. Fucking Tamagotchi Life and Rhythm Heaven.
I was gonna say that was just kind of like starting it off.
Yeah,
I can't imagine.
Right? Those are 2026 games. Those are Switch 2 games.
What if it's just like super like
obscure stuff?
What if it's nothing? They just like reveal it. And then there's no extra games.
That would be funny as hell.
This is the Switch.
This is the Switch 2. We're out.
This is the Switch 2. It's out. This is how it works.
That would be funny as hell.
Buy some games for it.
We do know how long this is. But that would be funny as hell.
Do we?
Yeah, it's an hour.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then, there's a lot of... They really break it down.
They can totally get into how the mouse works.
They really break it down.
Show you all the click functionalities. They can show you how the internet works.
Yeah.
They're like, we figured it out. It's crazy.
That's so funny.
They're giving you a mouse without a keyboard, though, so it's going to be hard to scroll.
Right. Yeah, that's... I don't know.
I mean, the idea is that...
It'll be more of like a stylus, I guess. Well, not a stylus, but like a... It will be a mouse, but it won't be...
It'll be more of a game controller than just
right,
like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I mean, they'll probably sell... I'm sure Nintendo would love to sell you a keyboard peripheral. A Nintendo branded red and blue
Yeah.
keyboard peripheral.
Right. But it's not like the QWERTY keyboard. It's some sort of like
Oh yeah,
their own custom layout.
Yeah, with Mario emotes like embedded into the keys.
Right.
And all of them it's in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
not
it's
even
something awful. In it.
It's something Nintendo. There's a Z button, an extra Z button in the back for some reason. Yeah. But that's where my mind has been going with the mouse situation, is like they don't have a keyboard for it.
Yeah. So so it would just be for like, probably like a drawing game or
Right.
I don't know, maybe some sort of weird racing game, or it's faster to do, quiz games or rhythm games or something with it.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's certain games that it would be more efficient in, but yeah, with lack of a keyboard, I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe you could just have the mouse with one and then your other hand presses buttons or whatever.
Right. I mean, like, there's been like a whole side shoot of like game players that are doing like a half controller, half keyboard setup, which just seems cursed. But they play with QWERTY in one hand and then shoot and strafe with the other hand with a controller.
Seems like a lot.
That's way too much, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
One or the other.
Right. Or like, have you seen the dudes with like the dual keys? Like, it's like two half keyboards with like a little scroll wheel in the middle.
I've seen those keyboards. I've never seen anyone use them.
Oh, people will like strap them to their arms and be like stuff like that.
Crazy.
I'm like, you just get like carpal tunnel like backwards.
I've seen people like play with the remote upside down and like hold it like with these weird
that's a Tetris
positions and stuff.
Yeah, that's Tetris.
I've never seen like
Tetris Brain is so you roll the analog because you can get faster spins that way. Somebody figured out in like the 80s or something like that if you roll the analog stick with it, you can get faster like flicks of the spin. And you could eventually get an infinite spin, is what you call it, just from rolling and stuff like that.
Huh.
So like that's like weird hardcore shit that somebody figured that out.
Right.
Somebody was way into
it's really Tetris. Wired. It's 4 a.m. on a 2-day
dude.
bender.
It's before energy drinks existed. They were on coke.
Just straight cocaine.
That was the 80s.
They're like, what if I do it like this?
Yeah. Somebody's they're not even at the arcade cabinets for Tetris. Like somebody's like at their NES or whatever.
Yeah, like
sweating
in a corner.
Yeah. I guess it's not even analog sticks because it was before analog sticks. So you're rolling just for the D-pad and the A and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you're feeling it that way, which makes sense on why you would roll it in the first place.
Right.
You would like get a better motion somehow. I don't understand the complete logistics. I just know that that's what they're doing. They're like working some magic where it looks like they're milking a cow.
Yeah, it must be the layout of the buttons to how the remote. Like I imagine now. Yeah. You can just reformat the buttons and make it more efficient holding it regularly.
Right.
I would think, but
Tetris is like competitive Tetris is super hardcore. Like I am not good, man. And speaking of that, maybe a new 99 game that's kind of like their battle royale.
Oh yeah, we
thing.
haven't had one of those in a minute.
F-Zero 99 was the last one, and that's still going. That was pretty popular.
Nice.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Maybe a 99 game.
That would be sick. I assume a Tetris 99 update of some sort would be here. That game is extremely popular. It's still the most popular one out of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game's gonna live on forever. That game's gonna outlive both of us, dude. Tetris 99, it's insane how popular that game is.
Tetris in general.
Yeah, it's only on Switch as well. I don't think there's a PC port of it or anything.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So they gotta bring it over. If you have the online service with Switch, it comes with it.
Woohoo!
Woo! We're here.
Oh, right into a
M-rated
game.
games.
Right into a game.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll turn it back up just a tiny bit. I apologize if there's an echo. I'm going to try my best to not have an echo in the edit. But I'm not gonna throttle the volume. Getting a new logo? The new opening for...
Just a weird opening.
Yeah.
That was rated at first? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they for the whole thing. Oh, here, Mario Kart, right out the gate.
Yeah.
This is the birthplace from the trailer. Is it gonna be Mario Kart Forza?
It's gonna be a new open world Mario Kart.
Yeah. I think Paulina's a new character.
That was like 20, 30 people.
Yeah, the big thing is 32 player races.
Yeah. A lot of different,
I don't know what courses are new. There's so many courses in the last... I think these are all... That's a wave race course. Holy shit.
they're massive, that's for sure. That's definitely one thing that's showing off, just how big the tracks are.
Right.
Which really are cool, but only matter when you're not in first place. Once you're in first place, it doesn't matter.
Right.
This rail thing,
Play as the cow.
that's cute.
That's cool.
Oh, and he had a motorcycle too.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the bikes.
Oh, that's cool.
That's really cool. New outfits.
Just outfits that
Yeah.
change mid
Maybe
race.
like there's some power up and like change different cars for loadouts or whatever. The wave race, the jet ski shit is new for sure. Mario Kart World.
Okay, yeah. So
It still didn't get like an open world vibe.
it didn't give me. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct.
Whoa. Why is this suit so big?
I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch
It's
2.
really small.
Yeah, but they make
I'm
small
Takahiro,
suits.
the director
Yeah,
for
they
Nintendo
have
Switch 2.
tailors. I think baggy suits are back in.
And I'm
okay.
Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo
Maybe
Switch
they
2.
have. No.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
Open world?
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Yay.
Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
Okay.
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
Oh shit, we are in an open world. Maybe. It definitely looked like
And in this Mario
was
Kart
just
game,
chilling in Grand Theft Auto for a second.
Yeah.
you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Sick.
Cool.
There we go.
In the
But show
classic
me that.
Grand
Show me
Prix,
what that looks
race
like.
through
Yeah, what
4
does that look
courses
like?
in a
What
bid
does
for
that
first
mean?
place.
How do I get in and out of races?
But don't sleep at the wheel.
Yeah, I
You'll
assume
also
that
drive
they
to
would
the next course as
always
part of the
have like the
competition.
Grand Prix setup.
With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is
I was
gearing up.
24. Single player.
Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Cool. It's an F1 race.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
Let's see.
Yeah,
I love this.
pre-run.
You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
Cool. Why?
By going off-road, you can explore new areas
love it,
and routes.
Right.
So
What
drive
are we?
wherever your heart takes you.
Is there a reason?
You can also go for scenic
like
drives
goals,
with friends.
like Tony Hawk goals.
And even take photos together at different
You
locations.
take photos, that's why.
It's cool. I like photos. Go hang out with my gal pals.
A brand
know.
new race across
It
the
never
entire
might be
world
new.
starts here.
Paulina's,
Mario
there's
Kart
okay, there's a
World.
couple of, I'm not gonna pause
The
it. I
game
almost
launches
paused
on
it.
the same day as
There's a
Nintendo
couple new
Switch 2.
faces.
Yeah, there's a few new
Yeah.
faces.
More
in there.
details about this title will be shared in
Yeah, I
the
agree with
upcoming
you about
Mario
the
Kart
why.
World Direct. So be on the lookout for more information
For the open
in the
world
future.
thing.
Right. Is it just but yeah, if it's just to drive around, that's cool. But there
Mario
was like
Kart World
coins and
launches
shit
on the same
everywhere,
day
so
as
like,
Nintendo Switch 2.
Can you buy upgrades?
yeah,
We'll
cars.
share more details in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
secret characters.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Secret characters.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2.
Switch doesn't have an achievement system.
These are the
that's my
Joy-Con
last
2
thing I wanna
controllers
say.
for Switch 2.
I want an achievement system.
And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button.
A new C button.
The come button.
It's
Let's take
chocolate.
a look at some
oh,
new experiences it offers.
You have different priorities, apparently.
I made that tweet earlier. I was like, if it's not a come button, what are we
I
doing?
didn't even see that. That's funny.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys. Woo!
It's a chat button.
Yeah.
That was me. That was you. So
Thanks.
quick. Oh no! Wait,
But-
no.
Are they just making their own Discord?
Nix, I'm coming for you.
No, I'm about to get
It's Nintendo Discord, yeah.
Yeah, instead of adding Discord, they're just gonna-
Introducing Game Chat,
All
a
right.
new feature for
Sure,
Nintendo Switch
Nintendo.
2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi, missed you.
With this feature, you'll be able to
Secret kid
communicate
safe.
with friends and
That's
family
their
while
excuse
playing a
always.
game.
So you're only playing with friends and family.
Right.
Okay.
For an adventure.
Which
Right.
While
ain't wrong,
using
I
the Game
guess.
Chat
Right.
feature,
I assume
your voice
you'll
is
need.
recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Oh, okay. But you're
Oh,
still ready,
that's
right?
shit.
Alright, let's keep going. Okay. So,
It can pick up your
No
speaking
way.
voice clearly, even from a distance.
No.
No way.
Alright, let's keep going. Let's make a left right here.
And it doesn't
When
pick
it's
up the
noisy around
blender?
you,
Come
Your
on.
voice will still come through clearly.
Dude, if it,
letting
I
you
mean,
chat
it
with
would be
ease.
miraculous.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're.
Not unless if you're that close.
Yeah, if you're that close,
And
I can
you
see it
use this
totally.
feature
That's
in
fine.
handheld mode too, letting you easily chat with friends and family.
Sure.
Hey, can you
If
hear
you
me?
go to the chat menu,
You'd
turn
have to
on
literally
game screen
dock
sharing.
your thing right next to you. Yeah.
There we go,
Right.
there we go.
You can also share
But
your
you know what they're
game
gonna
screen.
do? They're gonna
Did you see someone just,
introduce
like, go on
a
top of that
new
dinosaur?
Really?
You
Nintendo
can do it.
You
microphone
guys are just
adapter.
Yeah, but no headset. It'll just be a lapel mic.
Right.
Okay, I got it.
Introducing the new Nintendo lapel.
Okay.
Oh,
You can chat
Animal
to your
Crossing.
heart's content.
Oh, they're all playing
even
different
while
games.
playing different games.
Yeah, I know that one. It's so hard, right? It's tough.
Oh, wow. I see
Okay.
this guy right here. I fell. I'm falling. I'm falling. I'm
Okay.
falling. Okay, we got it. We're safe. We're safe.
Kirby, look, you're a star. That's so cute.
I mean, Discord does have that functionality as well, but
Yeah.
Discord will,
You can adjust
Crash
the size of your
the fuck
game
out.
screen.
assuming this won't.
Guys, I'm lost. Like,
So
where
kind of.
Go.
This is super
Or
framey
expand
though.
another
Say it's
friend's
already
game
I
with
screen.
don't know what.
You gotta get above that wall that too.
So what? This is so you can jump
It's
on
just
and
like
watch
the
other
wall,
people
like, you just
stream.
get past-
Yeah,
this is where I
but instead
But
of
only if you're your friends and family.
right, and only if you watch it at
Everyone
20
can
frames a
watch them
second.
play.
Yeah.
Not even at
I think I
30
know where you are. I think
frames.
I know where you are. Wait.
And I think you can still do this on other consoles, right? Like if I want to jump on and watch my friend on Xbox,
Let's take
Yeah.
a picture here.
Yeah, you can.
I can, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, they have
Oh, yo,
Discord
that's it.
though.
Right.
That's the big
Oh,
thing.
that's yeah. So
On
they
the
actually
right
they just
Joy-Con
run
2
it through
controller,
Discord.
there's an additional button.
Yeah.
With
Like
the C button.
everyone
you can
has
pull
their
up a
own
chat
proprietary
menu.
chat.
Yeah.
Nintendo didn't, and during the
Actually,
Switch,
guys, I got a call
they
right now,
were like,
so,
download
I'll
this
be right back.
phone app and link it through into your
Here,
Switch
you
with
can
this
quickly and easily
dongle.
mute
That's
And
funny.
yourself and more.
yeah, it was.
Oh,
And there's this.
we got a camera.
We got a camera.
By connecting
A
this camera to the
specific
system,
Nintendo Switch
Show
camera.
my dick in Uno again.
Hey,
Oh wow, they have the
Hello.
it
cool.
automatic green screens it.
Yo.
That's cool. I wonder if it'll have
Is the
streaming
quality that
functionality.
great? I hope it's that great.
You
I
can
mean, it
appear on
has that
screen
Twitch
and
streaming
video
like
chat while
built
playing
into
a
it
game.
now.
Your face is on here.
That
Is
would
it
be
gonna
great.
be a specific plug so you can only buy that camera?
Here's how it looks with
Yeah,
just the camera
probably.
feed.
And maybe it's USB-C, but I think the camera will be
Please
so
look
shit
forward
you
to
won't want
games
to
with
use it
user
on
I
the
mean,
camera
I'm
feeds like
already
this.
looking at it. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can't tell if that's because the camera's shit or if that's because the green screen effect is shit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Using
Like the
game chat.
compression is obviously
Even
really
when
bad
you're
in the game
apart,
chat.
you can play games and hang out as if you were together in
But
the same room.
I don't know if that's
Play together
because
or
you're
compete
doing
in
all 4
online
people at
multiplayer
once.
games.
And then would it be better if you
Chat while playing your personal favorites.
It's crazy how bad that is though. It's like
Decide your own rules
quarter
for
of
a
the
retro
frame
game
rate.
competition.
Yeah.
Or hold a sports competition between families.
I mean
All
that's the
together,
big thing with like
anytime, anywhere.
split screen co-op now
Game
though.
chat.
Yeah.
Is like why it doesn't work anymore with like Call of Duty and stuff.
What did
It's
you think?
Because you're trying to render that
developing
game
Game Chat,
twice
Our
at
goal was for you to
120
enjoy
frames or
playing
whatever
online
you're
with others
pushing.
more
You know?
closely,
Yeah.
including family and friends.
Modern
Almost as if you're
consoles
all
just
playing
can't keep
together
up,
in the
and if
same
this,
place.
This thing's gonna try to do this in handheld mode.
The camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, which will be available on the same day as Switch 2.
Okay.
A Nintendo Switch Online membership
makes sense.
will be required to use
Okay.
Game Chat.
You have to have
However,
a membership.
Since we'd like
Yeah.
as many people as
So I
possible
was gonna
to
say,
experience Game
it
Chat,
would be-
it
it would
be
make
available
sense
without a
if you
membership
could-
for a limited time. We hope you'll try it out.
If you could use
Sorry,
it.
over.
Yeah.
Additionally, Game Chat supports the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app, and different settings can be adjusted. For example, whether parental permission is always required when a child wants to use Game Chat to play with their friends.
Okay.
We'd like to
they
introduce
should have
another
put a
new
microphone
experience
in
you
the
can share with
camera as
family
well.
and friends.
Yeah. Well, the camera's
On Nintendo Switch,
camera's
even if
definitely
you just
gonna
have
be
one
far
game,
away from
you
you.
can pass a Joy-Con
Yeah, but at
controller
least
to a
like
friend and play
it
together.
would be
But on
more
Nintendo Switch
level
2,
with you,
you can
like,
play
you know,
together
wherever you're
locally
playing
on
it.
multiple systems
It would also
using
be
just
just
one
another-
game with
Why
Game
didn't
Share.
they put it in the Joy-Con?
In the-
Shown here,
yeah, in the
even
thing
games
itself,
that
right.
require multiple screens can be
That would also
played if
make
one
sense.
person owns a compatible game.
I mean, the
With Game
Joy-Cons
Share,
have
you can
separate
temporarily
battery
share
life
compatible
too, so
games
maybe
with
that
others
should
who
kill
also
the
have
battery.
Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system. You
But
can
that's
share a
crazy.
game
The
with
con-
up to
I mean,
three
the
other
console
systems
has
at
a
a time.
battery life as well.
Game Share also
you're
supports
trying to
online play with other Switch 2 systems,
Do a
and you
four-way
can use it with
camera
friends
and
via
your
Game
mic.
Chat,
I
which
wonder
we
how
showed
fast
earlier.
It's gonna kill the battery on it.
Game Share can only be used with
None of
compatible
those are in
games.
games.
This feature is planned for several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch.
Pretty sure that Brainy
Game
is
Share
not
support is
new.
also planned for select games exclusive to
That's
Nintendo
cool, though. The
Switch
Game
2,
Share thing is
so we
cool.
hope you'll look forward to it.
Yeah, the Game Share thing.
Up
That's
next,
sick.
But that's not
And
like
it's gonna be super easy with Nintendo.
that's not entirely new because I
we'd like to
played
show you
Mario
the
Party
Nintendo Switch 2 system
on
itself.
the bus when only one of us owned it. You know.
Please take a look.
Right. Yes. So yeah, you're still gonna have that, but this is saying like
At 7.9 inches,
you'll be able to
Switch
like
2 has
cast
a bigger
your
built-in
screen
screen.
to another
Here's how that
person's
compares to
Switch,
Nintendo Switch.
Oh,
The system's
specific.
thickness
Yeah,
remains
yeah.
the same.
rather than you guys just playing off the same screen.
With
Yeah.
approximately
Or link
double the
cabling. That was
pixels
the
compared
old
to
way to do
Switch,
it.
you
Yeah.
can
Well,
enjoy
we had-
games
there
in
was, like,
greater detail on the 1080p screen.
I don't remember. I'll watch this. I'll try to remember.
Nah, you're good. Up to what? No
The
way.
screen supports up to 120
No
frames
way.
per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
It supports up to 120 frames. I doubt we're ever gonna get a game running at 120
The LCD
frames. on
screen
this
is
thing.
more vivid.
I
and
maybe
supports
maybe
HDR,
Nintendo has it.
providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images.
It's real pretty.
The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep
Oh,
the
that's a
controllers
shop token.
firmly attached
Is
to
it?
the system.
I think that's the shop
Detach your
token.
controller easily by
Underneath
pressing the release
that
button on the back.
burger place. It was like a little shopping bag.
The SL and SR buttons
So maybe
are
you do
bigger
have
for
a
greater
use for those
comfort and
coins and
control when
buy
playing
some
with the
burgers.
Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
Pretty cool. Larger sticks.
The left and right sticks are now larger.
What are you doing to get rid of stick drift? Oh shit. Here we go.
Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse
Oh,
to play
both
with
of them.
compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls.
Huh.
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes.
Okay. Will you let me balance those sounds?
It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via game chat.
The DS had a microphone in
It
it
also
too,
uses
but like
noise-canceling technology
it
to
was
filter
like
sounds,
you're
so
in a
your voice will
game
come through
and
clearly.
the door is locked. So, what's a cool way to fuck
Even
with
if you
a
don't
puzzle
have a
in a DS
surround
game?
sound system,
Blow into the
games can
microphone.
be enjoyed
Yeah,
with more
stuff like
immersive,
that.
Right.
three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
Okay. Cool.
Place your Nintendo Switch
Which
2
is
however you like
probably
with a large, sturdy stand.
How they're gonna
You
get
can move
away
it
with
freely,
a keyboard?
like this.
Is what I assume if they don't come out with one. Is
In
that
addition
it
to the
bends
USB-C
like that,
port
so you
found on
can
the bottom of the
keyboard it
system,
out,
there's
and then
one
they'll
on
just do
top
like
as
a
well.
half-screen keyboard or something.
It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera
But
or
like,
charging in tabletop mode.
I doubt it's going to have an internet browser on it.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch, for storing your game
Still not a
downloads,
lot.
save data, and more.
I mean, that's a lot compared.
Reading and writing
but
data is also faster.
I wonder what a Steam Deck is at.
Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games. HDR is also supported in TV mode.
Okay. Not in handheld, only in TV. Say me functionality?
The Nintendo Switch 2
What?
dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable.
A fan.
Yeah, well, okay, Nintendo.
We invented a fan.
Alright.
No one's
On
thought of
Nintendo
that.
Switch
Yeah,
2,
right.
you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and
Compatible.
digital games
Yeah,
are
so I
supported.
assume that's like things that specifically use the old Joy-Cons. Ring Fit Adventure is a big one because the Ring Fit wheel holds those.
Oh, right.
Labo, we talked about Labo, the cardboard cutout.
As you just saw,
specifically holds
Nintendo
those.
Switch
That was
2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch.
I mean, hey, it's
We redesigned the system
It's
from
an
the ground
upgrade of
up
the
and
old
packed in
one.
lots
Yeah,
of
for
new
sure.
gameplay features.
We got fans.
And
Two
to
mou-
help players
two
better
mics.
understand
Two
the
mics.
Switch 2
It's
hardware,
insane.
we're currently developing this game.
there's gonna be somebody playing
Kawamoto.
Splatoon, like doing
Right.
fucking.
I need to see
current
some mice
location
games now.
is actually inside the game itself. This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh no.
A little tech demo thing.
I'm standing over here.
Is this like a?
Okay,
This is a
everyone,
game.
join me inside the game.
They like made their own
There are a lot of question mark
Astrobot.
icons here.
Yeah.
Let's examine them.
I think this might be a social hub though.
This sign reads,
Oh, no, I
where
guess
are the
not.
magnets?
This is like a museum.
it's literally like a
Joy-Con 2
museum of the
controllers
console.
attached
Yeah.
to the system with magnets. And those magnets are inside the system.
There was like that weird
The
tech
SL
demo
and
thing they
SR
did that
buttons
was
on the
like
Joy-Con
under
2
an
are made of
NDA,
metal.
but people got into it.
So that's how they attach to
It
the
was like
system.
some private beta thing, but it was like a
A magnetic circuit is formed between
weird
them, so they won't easily detach.
Minecraft-like social media experience.
Yeah.
Through
thing
examining
that they
signs
were
like
trying
these,
out.
you can discover all sorts of secrets about
I
Nintendo
don't know
Switch
if
2.
we're gonna see that.
Another
here,
example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls.
but that's a weird
And
thing.
when combined
as
with
well.
the gyroscopes, you can even do something like
That's
this.
what this reminds me of. This is weird.
You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2.
This guy's
By
awesome.
combining the mouse
They used to
controls
have
and
packets,
gyroscopes,
man.
things like this are
like
possible.
Wii Sports was a pack.
There are secrets to discover even as you're playing mini-games and tech demos. Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out. There are plenty.
Okay.
Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day
Paid?
as Nintendo Switch 2.
You gotta
So
pay
please
for
check it
that?
out if you're interested.
Fuck you, you
Now,
gotta pay for
I'd
that.
like to share
What?
some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2.
That's crazy.
That's
you want me to pay to
crazy.
learn more about
This
your
is
game?
the game card
Right.
for
That's
Nintendo
part of the
Switch 2
game.
That's
titles.
insane.
It's the
It's
same
not even a
shape as
packing
Nintendo
game.
Switch
It's a
game
fucking.
cards,
You gotta
but it's
pay
now
extra
red,
for
and it
it.
has much faster data reading speeds.
New cards.
Next up is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards.
Right. Not
They're
the
a
old
different
ones.
type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible. Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible. Additionally,
I
to
wa-
transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account
Just
to
use
use the
cloud?
system transfer feature. With this feature, you
it
can
like
transfer save
the
data,
iPhone way.
digital games, and more.
Through like Bluetooth and shit.
We're also releasing a new
That's
Pro
interesting.
controller.
Because I was gonna say, well,
It has
I
a
mean,
C
they
button,
could do the
which launches
PlayStation
Game
route where
Chat,
like
and on the back there are new
I
GL
think
and
Xbox
GR
as
buttons,
well, where, like,
which you can use to
old
assign
plug-in-
existing button controls.
Oh well, there you go. That's how
In
you're
addition,
gonna
an audio
have
jack
better-
has been added. We've introduced a few
better
new
sound.
features, and after
You're just
today's
gonna buy a
presentation,
remote and then get
the
your
official
headset.
Nintendo Switch 2
Every
website will
Pro
go
controller's
live.
a no-brainer,
There will also
though. The
be
Pro
an Ask the
controller's
Developer article on the
amazing.
website,
Yeah,
where
especially
the three of
compared to
us
when you
will
feel
talk
that
about the
thing in your
development
hand.
of Nintendo
That
Switch
thing's
2.
so small.
We
I
hope
I
you'll
do
check
not
that
like
out as well.
Yeah. I'd rather just
And
play
now,
with the
the
Joy-Con
Nintendo
separately.
Switch 2
That's
launches.
the other thing about the Switch is like they feel so small and fragile, and then like I just
Nintendo
don't
Switch
feel
2
like I'm-
launches
This
on
thing's
June
gonna be
5th.
big though.
Yeah.
It's like an inch
We're
and a
very
half
much
bigger.
looking forward to
Yeah.
the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait just a
So I
bit
am
longer.
excited for that because I agree with you. It's you feel like you're gonna snap.
Now,
Right.
And then
broadly
have
speaking,
you touched a Switch Lite?
on Nintendo Switch
Oh,
2,
I've seen
you can
them though,
play
yeah.
3
Yeah.
types of games.
3 types of games.
The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Right.
These games take advantage of the performance and features of
That's
Switch
what we're
2.
here for.
Yeah. Nintendo
The
Switch
second
1
type
games.
is compatible games that were released on Nintendo
Dude, if they
Switch.
say DS games, I'm going to flip
Nintendo
the
Switch
fuck
2
out.
Edition games are the third type.
What?
Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals,
Okay.
unique ways to play on Switch 2,
Why did you
and
word
more.
it like that?
Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree.
Oh, so you're
Please
just
take a
doing
look.
straight up DLC?
So just to confuse us a little bit. I guess.
Yeah, these aren't just regular upgrades.
Super
sometimes.
Mario Party
These-
Jamboree
sometimes
is getting
these
an
are just
upgrade
DLC.
on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base
Oh, they
game
have
and
the
adds new
faces and
features,
the
including
audience.
mouse controls,
Because if you're playing
Audio
online Mario
recognition.
Party, you could just
more
add your
expressive
faces
rumble,
in
and gameplay that uses a camera
there. I wonder if
accessory,
you'll see like
all of which can be accessed on Switch 2.
that's
Let's check
crazy.
out 3 new and updated modes. First up
But you can only
is
do it with
Mario
your friends
Party
and
mode.
family. So.
With a single camera,
That's what I
up to
was
4
thinking,
players
like,
can join the festivities.
when they were
You'll be
talking about
able
it
to
as, like,
see
some
each
kind of
other's faces
family
as you play,
link
so you
thing.
can experience all the
Like
reactions
Nintendo
and
Online
emotions
has
in
a
real
family
time.
plan
Or
already,
4
but I was
friends
like,
can take the
well,
party
what about if you don't want
online.
to pay for the online service but still want to use Game Chat? And they're like, nah, fuck you guys. So,
Up next, it's
Yeah.
Bowser Live.
but
a
I
mode
thought there
where
would be
the
some kind of
livelier
family
team
link or
wins.
some sort like that.
Bowser will bring you on stage too.
It
Hit blocks
up
to
until
collect the
recently
most
though, they
coins.
really didn't have an answer for any
Guide
of
an
that
RC car
digital
with your
game card
voice?
thing they did
Go.
last week.
And
These are
compete
cute.
in other
Yeah.
mini games using
Um,
full body movement and sound. Finally, take
they
a ride
made a
on the
Kinect.
mouse-controlled carnival
I was
coaster.
gonna say it's
It's
an
just the
eye toy.
Safety bar
Kinect.
lowered
Yeah,
and
it's the eye.
secured.
It's even worse than the
You're
Kinect. The eye toy.
Use
Dude,
mouse
if they
controls
made,
to shoot
we could
down
order
enemies while you
dominoes
feel the
through it.
bumps and
It
rumbles
would be
of the
full
coaster.
circle into the Kinect. Mega
When
64
you
did
enter
a
a pipe,
great video
a
on
mini
that
game
too.
will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2
They have
players
a
each control
Domino's
an
app
arm.
for the Kinect where
and
you
one
wave your
where you
hands
shake
to
a can of
click on
spray paint
things.
and quickly tag objects.
Yeah.
And it never worked.
Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive mini games. How quickly can you reach the station? From mini games that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble. The biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2
Very
Edition,
strange.
plus Jamboree TV, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th.
Okay.
Nintendo
Well, that's
Switch
cool.
2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
I'm not gonna tell you a price on that one.
Yeah.
Please look forward to a
Also
new
no
Mario
date on
Party
it.
experience,
Yeah.
where you
They're
can
not
see
gonna.
each
They're not
other's
gonna.
reactions.
I mean,
while
they said
playing.
at launch.
Let's continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
Okay.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of
DLC.
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame rates,
That's what people were
and
asking.
also support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant. So you can
This
play
game-
with smoother, higher definition graphics.
Breath. I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom. I've watched a lot of it, but Breath of the Wild, when I was
Plus,
playing, it would chug all
You
the
can
time.
get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes.
Cute.
This
guess.
new feature can be accessed
Oh, in
via
the-
the
in the
Nintendo
Switch
Switch
app?
app on smart devices.
It's a different app from
It's
the
a
app we told you
game-specific
about
service
last
that's
week.
exclusive to the
Yeah,
Switch 2
forget-
editions of these titles.
That's a calendar. This is a
For
different
example,
app.
it can help guide you to various locations.
Oh,
by
that's
shrines and
cool.
blocks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
That's fuck. Eat your heart out,
Or
Skyrim.
You can share your creations using
Put
QR
GPS
codes
in
and
Zelda.
send them to another player to create
That's
in
so
their
funny.
game.
That's cool. You can
It's cool.
take other people's creations.
Yeah.
Finally.
Download
We hope
schematics
these
and
features
stuff.
will make your adventures even more enjoyable.
Cool. It looks really pretty. There's Kirby. Star-Crossed World, a
In
new
Kirby
DLC.
and the Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, along with improved graphics and frame rates.
So that makes me think we're not getting a new Kirby in this. And we're not getting
This
a new
story
Mario
takes
Party
place in the
this.
Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some
I
mysterious
mean, I guess this
changes.
is a new Kirby and a new Mario Party in some of the
We hope you're
sense,
looking
but
forward to
Technically.
Kirby's new adventure.
It's real pretty.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2. Plus, you can explore the
There you go, that's what
immersive
we're
world
talking
in 4K at 60
Yep.
frames per second, or
That makes
enjoy
sense.
smoother action in full HD at 120 frames per second.
Do playing this
Choose
game
from
on
these two
in the
modes,
mouse
both of
controls
which
though
support
is gonna feel
HDR,
so much
based
nicer.
on your preference
Yeah.
and playstyle.
Like Metroid is meant to play with
Plus,
the mouse.
Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well.
Yeah. Duh.
By taking advantage of the power of
You don't
Switch
think I
2,
didn't know that?
you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available as
For
both
that one.
physical and digital
It,
versions.
it won't run on like shit on the new one.
And
Yeah.
if you already own the
Fingers
Nintendo
crossed.
Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack. We
Cool.
hope you're looking forward to these
That's
Nintendo
crazy,
Switch 2
dude.
edition
Breath
games.
of Wild or Tears of the Kingdom was already $70.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game
more
featuring
expensive
mouse
than all the
controls with
others.
the Joy-Con
Yeah,
2
now
controllers.
it's like... Well, I mean, I wonder how much the upgrade pack is.
Please take a look.
I'm guessing at least $10, but now that they're throwing DLC in some of them, it's gonna vary.
Yeah, $30.
Yeah, dude, I would not be surprised if they do like a full 40.
A DJ game. Oh no, not a DJ game.
You want to be a paraplegic basketball?
It's my dream.
Sure.
Drag and drive.
Drag and drive. This is the arms of this console.
It is.
They look like
Rocket League. It's Rocket League, but you can use your arms only instead of a car. You're still in a car, kind of.
Yeah, still in a car, kind of.
The gameplay doesn't look that fast.
No way. Now, if you're trying to like,
it does. I mean, it's intuitive. It works for the remotes, I guess, but not. I don't know. Gameplay-wise, it doesn't look like. Also, can you miss? Like, as long as you shoot it in a certain area?
oh, I'm sure.
Oh, that was cool. Okay.
Yeah, the ramps are cool.
I can dig that. That was funny. I feel like there's definitely some cool things you can do with it.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll have good tech.
It might become like a niche thing like Rocket League, where like just people get
In
really
Drag and
into it or
Drive,
whatever.
you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to
The
intuitively
weird
pull off various moves.
Tsunami.
We hope you're
guys.
looking forward to a new
Yeah.
twist
Aren't
in
my
3D
guys.
It's
matches
definitely a
using dual mouse
strange-
controls.
Next,
here are some games from our publishing and development
environment.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't speak.
And
like
they
a-
only showed that one arena, so you're
Right.
kind of just stuck in this like
Oh
grungy.
shit!
Uh-oh.
Elden Ring at home, or Elden Ring on the go. I was gonna say Toonami at home for that guy. There's Elden Ring. It makes sense. Have Elden Ring at launch.
The rays of grace
Yeah.
that guide you.
But you don't.
through your
We know what Elden Ring is.
Yeah, I think this might be a Game of the Year edition with the DLC as well.
Oh, yeah.
I have no doubt.
They're
Which would
gonna
be the
drop-
first time we've seen that
They're
in
gonna drop
total.
both of them.
Yeah, they would have to. You can't not put the DLC. The Tarnished edition.
Whoa.
Cool. Yeah, you can't not have the DLC.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavin from
Hades
Supergiant
2?
Games. Here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Cool.
Our first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal
Makes
witch
sense.
out
This
to
game's in
vanquish
early
the
access.
sinister titan of time.
In pretty
You'll
deep
battle
early
beyond the
access
underworld
too.
to the
Like
ends
they
of
have
the
quite a
earth.
bit of the game.
Getting to know
out
dozens
on
of characters
PC.
from
Oh,
Greek
really?
myth
Yeah.
in a story that reacts to your
Yeah,
every
they
setback
did that for
and
the
victory.
first game too, where
It's
it was
the
like a
kind of
year
game
of
you can
early
quickly
access
pick up and play
or something
whether
like
you're
that, and
experienced
then
with the original or not.
finally came out,
But
and
for
then
more about
it
Hades
launched
2,
on
later
Switch
this
and
year.
PC only for a very long time.
皆さんこんにちは。カプコンの中山です。
Monster
我
Hunter?
々がお届けするタイトルは
Street
スト
Fighter.
リートファイター6です。
Cool.
本体を持ち寄っての対戦はもちろん、任天堂スイッチ2だけの新モードもあります。
They waited for the
ソフ
Switch
トは
too.
通常版の他に総勢26キャラクターを収録した Years 1、2
Good on
ファイターズ
them.
エディションの2
Not
バー
doing
ジ
the
ョン。
Mortal Kombat.
さらにゲームと連動
Fucking
するアミ
releasing
ーボ
like
とアミー
a
ボカードも一緒
potato
に
version
スイ
of
ッ
the
チ2の
game.
発売日に
Right.
お届けします。お楽しみに。
Those Mortal Kombat copies sell like
Initiating arsenal
insane
boot
amounts.
sequence. Weapon safety
I can't
mechanism
believe they
confirmed.
put how
All
bad
operate
that game
at
looks. I
normal
can't believe they
levels.
put it out.
Testing data link with spine. Normal. Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was
Deus Ex
restricted,
Machina?
we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Rebels!
Arsenal Ex Machina?
Thanks for the warm welcome!
Chunky.
This planet will be ours.
Yeah,
The sovereign axiom.
Yeah, I
The
don't know what the
Trinitas
fuck this is.
has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No!
Yeah.
Because we're in the middle of a war.
Yeah, it kind of reminds
Don't
me
you
of
get
like
it?
Armored Core.
I won't just stop you.
The mech
I'll
strafing
tear
and
you
stuff.
apart.
3D action. Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
children.
Demon Ex Machina.
Bring hope to our lives.
Cool.
Don't they?
Kyle has this upstairs. I haven't
Hey,
played
this
it.
is Joseph Fares from Hazelight.
I wonder
I'm
if you ever
super
tried
excited
it.
for Split Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch
That
2.
makes sense.
Oh,
The
nice,
game is
yeah.
a story about friendship. You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe,
you can put
who
your
writes
face
fantasy.
in the corner. Of the
Together,
screen.
they get trapped in their own stories, and it's up to you and a friend to help them
We gotta
break
play
free.
this. This game's apparently like
Let me tell you this:
16 hours.
if you like It Takes Two, you're gonna
Really?
love this
Yeah,
one.
16?
Yeah.
And of
That's not
course,
terrible.
you'll be able to play
I mean,
Split
that's pretty
Fiction on
for-
the day Switch 2 launches.
That's a couple of sessions.
Yeah, but I
At
mean,
EA Sports, We're
I
bringing
mean, I
fans
guess
together
there's
across the world, both
a
on the
lot, but
pitch
games are like
and on the
60,
gridiron.
90.
We're excited to announce the EA Sports
Yeah,
FC
but
will
their
be coming
games
to
are.
Nintendo Switch
Yeah. It
2.
Takes Two, I think,
Madden
was
NFL
12 or
will
16
also be
as well,
arriving
but
on the
A
Nintendo
Way Out, I
platform.
think, is 7
EA Sports.
or something like
It's in the
that. Like,
game.
it's very small.
They're only getting bigger and better.
Hi, I'm Alan T.
And
from
you
Avalanche
can't.
Software.
It's one of those things where you can't play.
We are bringing Hogwarts
You can't play
Legacy to
single
Nintendo
player.
Switch
You
2.
can only play with the other
With enhanced
person.
graphics and seamless world transitions, you'll be immersed in the Wizarding world like never
Hogwarts
before.
Legacy makes sense. Yep. I think it's
And the
already
new
on
mouse
Switch.
controls on Switch 2 give you even more ways to experience the adventure.
Yeah, I thought.
Discover the enhanced magic
They
when Hogwarts
they
Legacy
just
launches on
announced
the
that they
same
canceled the
day as Switch
DLC.
2.
like 2 days ago. 3+4. Sick. Shit, dude. So the Switch 2 is soon. We're getting 3+4 unless if it's coming way late. Because 3+4 is July 12th or something like that.
That's like,
yeah. I gotta figure out a couple of, like, $500 real fast.
Nice.
That's a
what? A SpongeBob level that they just teased?
Yeah, that's sick. Because Activision
Hello,
does
this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive.
That's sick.
Oh my
We are bringing our
gosh.
flagship title,
So there's definitely
Hitman
secret
World of
levels and shit
Assassination,
still.
to
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch 2. As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47
That was
does
my big
everything he
complaint,
can
was, like,
to accomplish his mission.
Fucking secret
And how
characters.
each mission progresses will vary
Having this on
depending
Switch
on
is
the
cool.
player's imagination.
It's pretty neat, yeah.
Our era-expanding game
I think
will
this is
release
on
the
the
same
first
day
Switch
as
as well,
Switch
but
2.
it was only through the cloud.
Plus,
Being able
we
to
are
use a
excited
mouse
to
in that
bring
game
another
is like
familiar agent
really
to the
big,
platform.
though.
Yeah, dude.
So
Yeah, you're right. Bond! It's James Bond. What? We're doing James Bond now? What? No. For the Switch?
So that's Switch 2.
That's crazy.
James Bond. The
Oh,
world's
that's
favorite
it.
spy is coming
Okay.
to Nintendo Switch 2.
We've already seen
so
that.
Stay tuned.
Fuck. God damn it.
The story of
It's
life
Final
and shadow
Fantasy
that
IX.
never fades is reborn.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Bravely Default
No, it's not.
returns, remastered in high definition. Featuring
Oh,
the
Bravely Default.
commands that help you control the flow of turn-based battles. Change and customize jobs to build
I
out
got
your
excited.
very
Final
own
Fantasy
army.
IX was another remake that
Enjoy
has
your
been like in
adventure
the,
with upgraded features
I think in that
and
NVIDIA
enhancements.
leak from like 4 years
And
ago.
all new mini
5
games
years ago.
with unique ways to play. Square
Kingdom
Enix
Hearts 4
presents
was
the
also in
classic
that leak,
fantasy
and
RPG,
you know that game exists
Bravely
now.
Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster.
Cool.
Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
I said that we weren't going to get remasters, but there you
龍が
go.
如くスタジオ代表の横山です
Bring over
我
the
々が
Yakuza
お送り
games,
するタイ
yes.
トルは龍が如くゼロ誓いの場所ディレクターズカットです1988年東京と大
Yeah,
阪
Nintendo
2
was
つの
very
歓
much
楽街を舞台
anti
に
these
土地を
games
巡る
for
争奪戦が
a very
勃
long
発
time.
伝説の始まりを追加シーンとともにお楽しみください発売日は Nintendo Switch 2の発売と同じ日です今後のシリーズ展開にもぜひご期待ください
Just Euro, though.
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners.
Start with one,
but
see
for
how it
now,
goes.
we'd like to show
Yeah.
a game being
If it goes
developed
well,
in
they'll release a
collaboration with
bunch.
Nintendo.
I'm sure
Please
it will.
take a look.
Those games sell so much now. Like, it is crazy how much Infinite Wealth sold. Koei Tecmo game. Is this a new Heroes? A Hyrule Warriors?
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens,
Yeah, it's a new Hyrule Warriors.
joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled
do?
on the surface, their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom.
Are you a big Dynasty
But in
Warriors
time,
guy?
a terrible evil arose.
I'm not sure what that is.
No, they're like the PS2 games where you play as the
A war
Chinese
was fought to
dudes that
vanquish
face
this
like
evil.
1,000 people.
One
in
that
a-
future
yeah, you
generations
just
would
got like a
call
big sword.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They do those with like a bunch of other properties.
imprisoning
and
war.
Zelda's one of them.
Oh,
I think
okay.
the Hyrule Warriors games are like
Perhaps
actually the better
you
ones
truly have
out of
traveled
the
back in
spin-off.
time.
Interesting.
This might not be that though. Is this just a straight up Zelda game?
Hyrule Castle? Then
What?
that must mean this really is the past.
What? Oh no, it's the Warriors. Okay. You see 1,000 bokoblins.
Yeah.
I was it's like they are announcing a new Zelda game, and it's gonna be a Zelda game. It's crazy.
It's pretty cool though.
Yeah, this is cool. It is still about her.
And these tall, like, sheep people.
Yeah, I think they're the original, like, Hylians is the lore. The Hylians of modern day come from these weird goat people, like ancient goat people. Yeah.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment.
Speaking with no words.
It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games with support from Nintendo. We hope you're looking forward to the untold story of the Imprisoning War.
Yeah.
Which took place in Hyrule long ago.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online.
Okay.
You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2.
Okay.
And they gotta add a new console.
And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can enjoy
Genesis,
a new
we have
membership
N64,
benefit
we have Game Boy
exclusively
and
on
Game Boy
Switch
Advance
2.
right now.
Please take a look at this.
Oh yeah. And GameCube. Woo!
GameCube.
Nintendo
Smash
Switch
Bros. Melee.
Online Plus expansion pack will be getting a new classic game library.
Dude,
exclusive
Pokemon
to
Gale
Nintendo
of Darkness
Switch
for
2.
the GameCube
Nintendo
is
GameCube, originally released in
$380.
2001. Here are the titles that will be
Yeah.
available at launch.
Wow.
A Legend
Fucking
of Zelda
Wind
game
Waker!
that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading.
Shit.
Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link
that's
sets sail on an
crazy.
adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker.
They did it. Soul
Transcending
Calibur
history.
2.
I love Soul Calibur.
A tale of souls and
This
swords
is
eternally
that's the
controlled.
one, dude. That's the one where you play as Link in it and
weapons-based
stuff
fighting
too.
game. Each fighter comes
Yeah,
equipped
all
with a
that.
different
Yeah.
weapon. And Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray.
Yeah, because
Soul
each Soul
Calibur 2.
Calibur has like their own.
Right.
Experience
Yeah, it
a
was
world
Link,
of white knuckle
Spawn,
racing at
and
speeds over 2,000
Heihachi,
kilometers per
I
hour.
think, for the
30
PSP.
machines
Yeah.
will put it
Yeah.
all on the line
F-Zero,
in
dude.
death-defying races.
Fuck yeah.
Featuring the series
These
first,
games are like
machine
insanely
customization
hard,
and story mode.
but they're really
Get
cool.
ready to experience F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally.
Alright, they'll all have
or
online
online.
functionality again. Show
Enjoy
Smash.
these
You gotta
classic
show
games with
Smash.
clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases.
Come on.
You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
More titles will be
Get
added
Gale of
in the
Darkness!
future.
And Radiance. Path of Radiance is another really expensive one. And Coliseum.
Nintendo Game
Fuck!
Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive
Gale of
game
Darkness
library
is also
coming to
like
Nintendo
a
Switch Online plus
3D
expansion
straight up
pack,
RPG
launches
in that
the same day
universe,
as
and
the
they've
hardware
never
release.
done one like that again.
Huh.
And a dedicated
do, like,
controller
side quests
designed
and
after
shit
the
like that.
original
Oh,
GameCube
really?
controller
Yeah.
will also be released.
Holy shit, dude.
It can connect
That makes the
wirelessly,
Switch
and
2
also
for me.
has a
Like,
C button
They're giving a
to
little
easily access game chat.
controller.
The Nintendo GameCube controller,
Yeah, only for
exclusively
online
available for Nintendo
Oh.
Switch Online
They did that with
members,
the
will
last
also be
model.
available
That's
the
cute, too.
same day
Yeah, it's
as
so
Nintendo
cute.
Switch 2.
If they follow the other one,
Whether you're familiar
the
with
Switch,
the games
they'll do
or haven't played them
remodels
before,
of all of them.
Yeah.
we hope you're
Yeah,
looking
because they
forward
did
to
a
Nintendo
NES and
GameCube,
SNES one eventually
Nintendo
too,
Classics.
and an
Of course,
N64 controller
you can continue
as
to play select games from the systems shown here on
well. You're gonna show
Nintendo
new
Switch
ones
2.
of those.
Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
Oh, okay. Gale of Darkness is the reason why I want to buy a Switch 2. That game is so fucking expensive that it's gonna be easier to get the Switch 2. Deltarune, okay. Cool. Let's get it. It's been a long time coming. Deltarune chapters 1 and 2 are free to play right now. I refuse to touch it until the whole game comes out. On launch day. Cool.
Hi, I'm Randy from Gearbox.
Borderlands 4.
Borderlands
Sure.
4,
Why not?
our upcoming flagship Borderlands
Did 3
game,
come to Switch?
will launch on Nintendo Switch 2. Borderlands
I don't think
is
so.
back.
I think they
Loot
put
and
out
shoot your way
Borderlands
through a
2
world
on
filled with
Switch,
wild
but I don't
enemies
think
and
3 came to
outrageous
Switch.
weapons. We're still in development, and it's already the most ambitious Borderlands game we've ever made. Borderlands 4 will launch in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more for 2K
no, it's on
on the way.
Switch.
Hi,
That's
I'm Dennis
crazy.
Scherf
I didn't
from
think
Firaxis
that
Games.
was on Switch.
We're releasing
Civ
a
7
Nintendo Switch
makes
2
sense.
edition of Sid Meier's Civilization 7. In Civ
I'm
7,
pretty
you'll
sure
establish
Civ
an
6
empire
on
and
Switch
guide
is
your
the
people
best-selling
throughout the
version of
ages
Civ.
history.
It sold
With the
so
new
much.
mouse controls,
Oh, really?
players
Yeah.
can enjoy a
How much
more
it is.
intuitive gameplay experience. Civ 7
Yeah,
launches
it
on
sold
the same day
an
as Switch 2.
insane amount on Switch.
And if you
And
already
it didn't
own
come
the
to
Nintendo
Switch
Switch
until, like,
version,
way
you
late,
can
too.
experience
Yeah.
mouse controls on Switch 2 by purchasing the upgrade.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is people who
And
played
we
on the
have
other platforms
even more
are like,
news
oh, well, I
for
have a
2K.
Switch, so I'm gonna get it on a Switch.
Right.
I'm Lionel Jinx.
And I'm Ben Bishop.
Get your
Because then you don't have to sit at a
announcement for today
computer. You can
is
just
that WWE
Yeah, bring it
2K
on the go, and
is
especially
coming to
mouse
Nintendo Switch 2.
functionality on this thing.
Well,
Mhm.
NBA 2K
Dude.
as well.
We can't wait
Yeah,
to
and
see
it's
you
one
in
of
the
those
ring.
games where you can kind of
And
pick
on
up,
the
do a
court.
couple things, and leave again.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Still no Baldur's Gate.
4 kids find this old tattered man. Off they went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a raft. Let's slay some trees. Awesome! You nailed it!
It's happening.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Is that them or
Taste
me?
of ma-
Is that them or me?
Awesome!
Is that WWE
Preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a raft. Let's slay some trees.
Oh no, that's. I think that's them.
Nailed it!
Alright, I'm gonna go back and refresh it.
uh-oh.
I think it just went down.
Look at Enter the Gungeon 2. 3D art style.
Oh no.
I like how people are already making videos.
Oh, a lot of them are live.
Oh.
Yeah, and yeah, Giant Bomb's live right now, which is crazy because I think for Jan and Giant Bomb it's like 6 something in the morning for anybody on the West Coast. Go back. We good? I think they fixed it. Nope. What?
I'm just gotta watch it now.
Yeah, we'll see if it fixes it. So, what is happening?
This is too ambitious.
It's crazy.
Hello, my name is Adam Badowski from CD Projekt Red. We are delighted to bring the immersive world of the dark future to new...
Oh no.
Oh no. Switch 2.
No, Hamaguchi desu.
There we go. Alright, I'll go back like.
Tastes
Yes.
amazing,
Cool.
doesn't it?
Good thing Nintendo has a
Really have
YouTube
started
channel
to
for
master
everything.
this survival thing. Next stop, the top. Ha! Nicely done. Well, I think that's everything. Let's set sail. This time, for home.
Survival Kids.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
3D Enter the Gungeon?
Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon 2. Dodge countless bullets and aim for the Gungeon's depths in our roguelike shooter sequel. Now reloaded in a new 3D art style. You can expect some fan-favorite elements to return. We're still working on the game.
So
We're excited to share more with you in the future.
How this game actually plays out. But they did a sick arcade game called House of the Gungeon, or the House of the Gundead.
Oh, nice.
It's like a House of the Undead. Spin-off, I guess. Something of the planet, survival of the planet. This might be Astroneer. Stars. Oh, it is Astroneer. Yeah, that's cool. Astroneer is like
Hello, my name is Adam
a
Badowski from
super
CD
tinkery No Man's Sky.
We are delighted to bring
It's
the
like No
immersive
Man's
world
Sky
of
with
the
Space
dark
Kerbal
future to Nintendo players
together.
for the first time. Cyberpunk 2077
Switch
is
is
an
fucked.
open-world action-adventure RPG
That's
set
crazy.
in Night City.
This game was
Thanks to
broken for
Nintendo
so
Switch
long.
2, you can transport yourself to the city of dreams at home or
I
on
gotta
the go.
play it now that it's fixed.
Get ready
dude.
to meet unforgettable
Apparently that
characters
DLC
and
that they came out
discover
with
engaging
the
stories
same year
when
as Elden Ring
Cyberpunk
or whatever is
2077
amazing.
Ultimate Edition comes to Nintendo Switch 2 on launch day.
こんにちは、スクエアエニックスの浜口です。任天堂スイッチ2でファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードを発売いたします。本作はミッドガル脱出までを描いた3部作シリーズの1作目となり、20年以上の時を経て再創作された新しい FF7 を体験いただきます。
It is really
スイ
good.
ッチ2で展開する
It's such a
FF7 リメイク
I
シリー
want
ズ
to play
に
it so
ぜ
badly.
ひ
My
ご期待ください。
playthrough was cursed. I got my save file corrupted twice.
Yeah.
Bullshit. You're lying. Fucking so suck, dude. It's crazy. Cheap things, man. Cool. The game's out already. But... Wild Hearts S? That's weird and cool. A new Puyo Puyo? Oh yeah. Sure. What are they ending on? I think a bunch of those old ones, those Nobunaga's Ambitions or whatever, I think like 4 of those just came to Switch online. Because apparently that series has been going since like the original NES. The animal. Yeah, no shit. Oh, cool! There's that Professor Layton game.
All the games that they showed a week ago.
Yeah. We knew that was coming out. Where was that? Game Awards? Human Fall Flat 2?
Yeah.
ここまでたくさんのタイトルをご紹介してきましたが、
You've shown so many.
次がソフトメーカーさんの最後のタイトルになります。
Honestly, I don't think we've
ご覧くだ
shown
さい。
that many.
It's the last one.
Is it really?
From their publishing.
Or did it say partners?
Yeah. It's Devil May Cry.
I think this is Castlevania.
It's Castlevania.
It's fucking Castlevania,
12.
dude. It's fucking Castlevania. I'm gonna lose my shit. And if it's from Software, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind.
I give you my life. Turn, O wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very dusk.
It's fucking Bloodborne 2! What the fuck?
Oh wow, that is a reveal.
What the fuck? Or is it a Castlevania in... What?
That guy looks sick. Fat boy.
Oh my god.
Oh, jetpack.
Oh my god. Ah! Fuck, dude. Fuck. Oh my god. It is a... Oh my god. We haven't seen a Konami logo yet, so it might not be Castlevania. It definitely looks like a Bloodborne
Close
2.
your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
This fucking Yarnum? Oh! What the fuck?
The moon tears will flow for one, and one alone.
He's doing the pose. The Dusk Bloods? What?
It's nothing.
What?
Nothing you guessed.
What? It's definitely a sequel to Bloodborne of some sort, but it's like a Demon Souls, Dark Souls? With rat people?
That rat had wings.
Fuck! Fuck!
Nothing.
2026 is so far away. God damn it. I mean, Night Rain's like next month. Or no, Night Rain doesn't even have a date yet. I want to throw my goddamn chair.
ソフトメーカーさんのタイトルの紹介は以上です。ご出演いただいた開発者の皆様、また今回の発表に映像をご用意いただいたソフトメーカーの皆様、本当にありがとうございます。
I can't imagine a game that big looking would be.
ご覧いただいた以外にも、任天堂スイッチ2に向けて多くのゲーム開発を進めていただいています。
Holy fuck, dude.
今後もたくさんのタイトルをご紹介していきますのでお楽しみに。続いてはこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Yeah, man. I think I'm good, you know? You don't need to... You could have just shown me that. This Kirby? Yeah. New Kirby. Or is it a new Smash? This might be a Smash.
Sponsored by Kirby.
No, Kirby's the main character of Smash.
Oh.
Sakurai made Kirby. I don't... Maybe he didn't make Kirby, maybe it's just the first game that he worked on, but I'm pretty sure he made Kirby. It's definitely a new Kirby. Unless it's just fake. I doubt it. What?
Kirby Racing.
What? Kirby Kart? Kirby Air Ride?
Air Ride.
Our Air Riders?
Air Riders.
Because Kirby Air Ride is a Sakurai? Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah, dude! That's sick as hell.
カービーのエアライド以来、22年ぶりに完全新作が登場します。
He's never gonna retire.
桜井さんが手掛けたカービィのエアライダーに
He's like, I'm done with games for a while. Yeah, Kirby Air Ride was a GameCube game.
ご覧ください。
Our last trailer for today.
It's Mario. It has to be. Yeah, it's Mario. It's been 8 years. I wonder if they're just gonna call it Odyssey 2. Monkeys. Oh no. Is it? The Donkey Kong? It's a fucking Donkey Kong game!
Nice.
And he has the old style, but it's the new style. Good. Dude!
Whoa.
Donkey Kong's Odyssey.
That would, yeah. Okay. It's very audible.
Yeah.
Complete destruction too.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like the digging puzzles and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be so sick. No wonder why it took 8 years. TV section from the that's cool.
Is it voiced by?
No. There's no way. If they had Seth Rogen voice,
You don't think Seth Rogen did the whole thing?
Maybe.
I think he did the whole thing.
He would be into it. I just don't know if Nintendo would be into paying that. You know? I mean, maybe. It kind of sounds like it. Bonanza. That's a good name.
It's a good title, yeah. Maybe not.
717. Dude, that means the Switch is like soon. They put a date on that.
3D アクションゲーム、ドンキーコングバナンザです。
What?
唯一無二のパワーで敵も壁も地面も全てを破壊しながら巨大な地下世界を突き進みます。詳細は改めてお伝えしますのでお楽しみに。
ここまでご覧いただきありがとうございます。
Because Tony Hawk's the 13th, this is the 17th.
改めてになりますが、Nintendo Switch 2の発売日は6月5日です。
When did they say that? Did we miss that?
発売する本体のご紹介です。
I don't know.
まずは Nintendo Switch 2の本体です。これに加え、ダウンロード版のマリオカートワールドがセットになった本体を発売します。
There's your packing.
詳しくはダイレクト終了後に公開する公式ホームページをご覧ください。
駆け足になりましたが、今回お伝えする内容は以上になります。
発売までもうしばらくお待ちいただくことになりますが、Nintendo Switch 2を皆さんにご体験いただけることを今からとても楽しみにしています。
最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。
Still no price. Holy shit, dude. What a fucking... Wait... I felt like the beginning 3/4 of that was like, okay, we're just this all makes sense, but like we got Mario Kart, we got like all the upgrades and stuff. The upgrades were weird.
Yeah.
Where it was, it seems a little schizophrenic, where they don't know what they want with it, which is fine. It just seems like, hey, you guys do whatever you feel like for whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Some people will make full upgrades. Some people will do DLC and stuff. But like Breath of the Wild and Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom are just getting like
no one's coming to save
4K upgrades and stuff, which is fine too. June 5th, dude. So we got a little bit over 2 months.
Yeah.
Till that comes out. But they said pre-orders go live today.
So I guess you could find out how much.
Yeah, I just looked. It's not up yet.
Oh.
So. Yeah, not up yet. But as of right now, people have been speculating for a while that it'd be $500, $399 to $499.
Yeah.
The OLED was $359 when it first came out, so maybe $399 if we're lucky, and then $499 or something like that for like that upgraded pack-in version. Maybe you get like the camera or something on top of that or whatever.
Yeah.
That last half of that was banger after banger. I mean, that's what we came to see.
Yeah.
A new From Software game, dude?
It does look pretty sick.
That's what? What?
Yeah, definitely some sort of Souls-like looking game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But you get like guns and a jetpack, and I feel like they're just packing everything else they can into it.
Yeah, it was like Bloodborne and Liza P. Like everybody was talking about how Liza P reminds them of Bloodborne because of like the Victorian goth aesthetic.
Yeah.
But then From Software was just like, hold my beer.
Yeah. I'll show you.
I'll show you steampunk.
Yeah, it looks really cool though.
This looks sick as hell.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
There's vampires too.
Yeah, there was some sort of biting ability. It looked like.
Yeah, there is a vampire side story in Bloodborne.
To humanity's
but
very dusk.
They're called the Vile Bloods.
Yeah.
But this is called the Dusk Bloods. It's
Right.
definitely and it's definitely Yharnam. Like there's straight up shots in here that like that's the bell tower from Yharnam, the clock tower or whatever right there.
Yeah. So yeah, this might be like a prequel or something.
Yeah.
Because Blood's in the title, so it could be like a Blood trilogy or of some sort.
Yeah, and I feel like the dude that you meet for the quest, you meet him in that area down there at the bottom with the candles and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like he's like in that area in Bloodborne. I can't believe the From Software reveal is not what I was expecting, man.
That is a pretty crazy reveal for a Switch 2 Direct. But...
What? I'm just completely taken aback by that. Before we get into it, I do need a pee.
Okay.
Before we talk about more trailers, I don't know if you want to take a little bit of a break real quick. But I'll clap it real quick so we have a clean break. Ah! I almost threw my chair. I almost got up and chucked it. I got chills. Every time I go down the stairs right past the laundry room, I get like a chill down my spine.
Ooh. Here it goes.
Yeah, it feels like it. It's like sucks all the life out of you. Woo! Alright. It'll be a clean break, but I was talking that whole time. Yeah. Damn. Air Riders is sick as hell too, dude. It's like I knew that name, Kirby's Air Ride, from something. So like the original is on the GameCube. It is a Kirby's racing game.
Yeah.
Style like this. Sakurai. I don't know if he was the director of that one as well. I could not tell you the last time Sakurai was on a Kirby game. Like I don't think he was a part of that last one at all.
No.
So this is kind of like him returning to his baby, kind of thing. I mean, obviously Smash is his baby too. There is another series I'm surprised we didn't see. I guess surprise isn't the word, but there's been a rumor he's been working on a new Kid Icarus for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think the last Kid Icarus he made was on like the 3DS or whatever. It's been a very long time since that. But this is wilder. This is, I think, better than a Kid Icarus in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a cool thing. It is weird that they're putting this out in the same direct as Mario Kart. But this doesn't show you a lot of what Air Ride is.
Right.
But that the dude riding a motorcycle might as well have been riding one of the motorcycles from that Mario Kart trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked very similar. I was confused as well as why.
Right.
Out of all the games.
Yeah. It is a strange choice to be like, hey, this is the game that we announced.
Yeah. Yeah, but this definitely looks cool.
Yeah.
A lot of cool things it looks like you can do.
Yeah, you get like your Uchi Katana, but I imagine she's a monk character like from Elden Ring. These dudes definitely look like enemies of some sort, though. That jetpack's sick.
Yeah, but how like versatile is that? Just like a quick mode of transportation, like the jet air things with the horse, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. With the because Night Rain has like the glider mechanic in it.
Yeah.
So I wonder. Ooh, a gun. He has like a machine gun.
Oh, they showed him shooting.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. He was like gliding across the sky and shooting.
Oh.
Earlier.
That's the hard thing about watching these and reacting to them. I need to watch them like 5 or 6 times to catch everything. Oh, that's so sick.
Like he does a double jump and then does that. I imagine that's like a moveset or something.
Yeah, a double jump's sick too. You know, like that jump in Elden Ring was sick, but what about if you could do it twice?
Yeah.
This section right here is a Bloodborne section. That's what it reminded me of. She's got like a ring blade. We got magic. Magic's not in Bloodborne. I mean, there's like magic adjacent things, but you don't use spells in that game. So cool.
Yeah, that was pretty neat.
2026 is so far away for that. Which makes you think it would take like the Elden Ring slot of like March of 2026.
Mm-hmm. I have no idea what that's supposed to be either, but
yeah,
it's a nod to something, I'm sure.
Yeah, the etchings kind of remind me of Elden Ring.
It has that, yeah, like weird Elden Ring-esque.
Like golden
Maybe there's
tinge.
some sort of tie-in between the two.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, honestly. Like, with how much they do that. The Moonlight Great... The Moonlight Great Sword and stuff like that being in every game.
Yeah.
I could imagine so. Or Basilisks being in every game. One day they're going to just tie it all in. I guess really, what's the other big thing? Is it just Donkey Kong?
Yeah, I think Donkey Kong was the only other, like, brand
Mario
new... I mean, Mario Kart's Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever get excited over a Mario Kart again.
Yeah, it looks good.
I mean, sure, yeah, it looks great. It'll probably be fun, but was it like 12 now? You play one, you played them all pretty much.
Oh yeah, I don't even. It's not even on. They haven't even gotten a trailer separated out for it yet.
No,
not yet.
It looks cool though. Very open world.
There it is.
It reminds me of like the Sonic open world.
Yeah.
Where it's like specific for Donkey Kong.
Right. Did you when you get the Switch 2, dude, you gotta play Odyssey. Like Odyssey is definitely still worth picking up.
I don't think I'll get the Switch 2, but I'll probably occasionally borrow it from someone else.
I mean, I'm definitely getting it for this. And then having the backlog of all the Switch stuff that I missed over the last couple of years.
Yeah. Well, see, I never had a Switch 1, so I don't have any, like, saved things.
Just having a nice portable is cool.
Yeah.
As well. Like, I want a Steam Deck as well, but Steam Decks aren't... They don't have a Nintendo game on it, right? No.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
There's, like, definitely a quality with this. God, it looks so pretty. But
yeah, it definitely looks like open zone.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like individual levels.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or like maybe how the Mario Kart world is separated out, where you have like sections of the map blocked off from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Different biomes. Because like in the Mario movie, it's kind of set up like that, where like all the kingdoms are like in... It's like caught into the planet almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't... Doesn't it sell you on getting a Switch 2?
Donkey Kong?
Well, just the Direct in general.
Oh, I mean, it looks fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got so many other... I mean, I guess I have a PlayStation and an Xbox now.
Right.
But... I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it. Not right away, at least. I might have to wait a while. Because, I mean, I made it this long without the Switch 1, so at this point it's like...
Right. Unless if something was, like, directly at launch. I mean, Donkey Kong Bonanza being... It said the 17th? Or the 15th or whatever.
Yeah.
17th for this? So that's pretty...
It would be cool. I mean, it'd be my first Donkey Kong game, so it'd be cool.
Right. I mean... It'll be a lot of people's first Donkey Kong game, just because it's been so many years since the last 3D one.
Yeah.
I mean, the 2D ones are their own thing, but they're extremely difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, that's the whole... Like, Donkey Kong is, like, a no-joke platformer.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the appeal to them. Like, they have an easy mode with... You play as Funky Kong, and... There's one of the... There's, like, different Kongs in the Kong universe. Funky Kong is one of them, and he's, like, the easy mode character. But Donkey Kong's insanely hard.
Yeah.
Like, I want to say Super Meat Boy or Celeste levels of hard, because those are, like, splatformer kind of things. But, like, your hardest, like, 3D... Your hardest 2D platforming in, like, Mario and stuff like that... is like Donkey Kong all the way through.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But because of that, a lot of people just don't pick them up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And Tropical Freeze came out for the Wii U and got an HD version on the Switch. And I think a lot of people ended up picking that up, but it was like a $60 game on release or something like that, which was more than the original one cost, and it was like a whole issue with that. I'm sure it sold millions of copies regardless, but yeah, I don't know. This being your first Donkey Kong is probably the good one to jump into.
That's true.
I'd assume.
Yeah. Looks like a fun one.
I just don't know how long it will be until the next one of these, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not 3D Mario either. Like, we still don't know where a 3D Mario is, so, like, that's crazy, too. I presume that's the same team working on this as the Mario game. So I don't. They might not have a Mario game cooking at it. That would be crazy if Nintendo didn't have a Mario game.
I'm sure they do somewhere along the line.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But this is cool, man.
But they wanted this to be like one of the highlights or whatever.
Yeah, it's Donkey Kong's time.
Right. It has been a while, and like we were saying, I mean, they're doing so many other things with him that it only makes sense that they'd make a game too to kind of collaborate with it all.
Right. I think it being like it not being Rare anymore has scared them away. Rare was the original Donkey Kong people, which is now owned by Xbox.
Okay.
They do Sea of Thieves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But way back in the old Nintendo days, they did not the original Donkey Kong, but the 2D platformers of Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
And then 3D Donkey Kong, Banjo-Kazooie.
What a path.
Yeah. And then eventually, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Grabbed by the Ghoulies, and go to Sea of Thieves way down the line. There is a path there. It does make sense when you see it all spread out.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is that Nintendo never buys studios. It's very rare for them to, pun intended, it's very rare for them to buy studios unless if it's something keeping them, like, if Nintendo has a working relationship with the studio and they seem like one of those studios are in danger or in a threat or being bought up or whatever, usually Nintendo will buy a studio at that point. Very rarely, though. Rare back in the day wasn't owned by Nintendo, but they were funded by Nintendo a lot, and then Nintendo would never publish their games. Rare would self-publish all of their stuff with Nintendo's like stamp on it.
Oh, okay.
It was very weird relationship they had, but eventually that fell out and Xbox bought them.
Yeah, I'm sure there was some internal issues.
Yeah, somewhere around the original Xbox era of time, because they bought them probably around the time of Grabbed by the Ghoulies, and then they came out on the 360 with Cameo, if you remember Cameo, and the Elements of Power. That was a launch 360 game where you play as a girl. It was like a 3D action platformer where you had different beast characters that you could change into, and they all did different things. You had like a fire beast that would burn vines or whatever and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a fun game. It's not a great game, or anything, but it's fun. It's a good launch title, but Rare has definitely was out of step for a long time compared to what they were putting out on Nintendo.
Yeah.
Versus like what they would end up putting out on the 360 for a long time, because they were like doing like Kinect games forever.
Oh, okay.
Like Kinect Joyride, Kinectimals, like all of those are them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. And then Sea of Thieves took forever to come out. Like, I want to say it was like 8 or 9 years for that game to come out as well.
Yeah, that was a long one.
And then now they've been the same story with their game that they're working on now called Everwild, where they announced it in 2019 or whatever, and they said they're still working on it. As like a month or so ago, they mentioned it, where like, I think Phil Spencer mentioned it, where he was like, "Yeah, I played Everwild recently. It's still coming together." And I'm like, "All right, man, sure."
Prove it.
Yeah, it's like Ubisoft mentioning Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yeah.
Every time they mention that, it's like, all right, sure. But yeah, I agree. I don't know if I want to buy this at launch. I mean, I do want it at launch just to have it, but like, Donkey Kong is really the only launch game that I want. In the other games that are coming out at launch, I'd rather play somewhere else.
Yeah, my biggest thing is I have so many games already on my... I literally just added another game to my PlayStation wish list this morning, and it's like between that and then my Xbox.
Yeah.
I don't know when I'll ever find the time to play another console. I don't even think I played a video game this week. I just so happened to be on the store looking at something. I don't know, something popped up.
Right.
Oh, I went on the... I don't know why I was there. I was looking at something, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know.
Yeah, my backlog is always growing, and most of the games I play are 20 years old. So I feel you.
And there wasn't a game on the first Switch that really convinced me to buy it.
No.
So, I mean, as many fun games that are on this one, I'll probably just like, oh, can I just borrow your whole Switch for a week or something? Like, it's just easier than buying one, I think.
Yeah, I mean, really, it would be like the Switch 2 starter pack would be like, get the Zeldas, get Mario, and then get the new Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
As of right now, and Pokemon, of course. Pokemon's Pokemon, but and then from there you'd be like, oh, okay, well, Animal Crossing and Mario Kart and all of that kind of Kirby.
Yeah.
But I agree. It's not, it is another console if it's just adding to the backlog. The cool thing is it is a portable, so you're always on the road.
Yeah, for this generation of gamers, it's great. I mean, for the young kids and people that play games all the time, that's awesome. It's going to be cool for y'all. But
I don't know about that.
No?
No, I really don't know how this appeals to the youngest demographic.
Well, I mean, they get to carry it around. It's like their version of the whatever we had.
It having Fortnite on it is the big thing for them with the kids. And we've been talking about black hole games and stuff like that, but like how many kids are asking for a console nowadays is the big question of
I don't know, I don't talk to many.
Right, yeah, neither do I. But like, when you have Fortnite on iPad and iPhone or whatever, you have mobile games and stuff like the iPad kid, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well, I guess it depends on what generation you're talking to. Because there's like the iPad kid, but a lot of kids now want to be streamers, so they're aware of the different consoles and stuff.
Right, but how many of those kids are asking for a PC rather than a
I don't know,
console? I mean,
I guess it depends.
The Switch is its own anomaly. Of course, we've seen with sales data,
right?
Like everyone has a Switch. Some households have like 3 or 4 Switches. Depending on how many kids and parents playing games and stuff like that.
Which could be good or bad for the Switch 2, because if everyone already has a Switch, they're going to be like, well, what makes the Switch 2 any better? I mean, besides the tech, but tech goes over a lot of people's heads, and
it would be the new games. And it's weird because they're doing the saddle thing that I was afraid of like some of these games are going to be coming to both generations,
right?
And then they'll just run a little bit better on the newest one.
Yeah.
And I think that's super detrimental to the newest console because you're kind of giving like leniency to the old console, right? Like instead of cutting the cord, you're like, we're gonna try to drag it out a little bit.
Right, that's what I mean. I mean, it's almost there's like almost not a point besides the newer stuff, and if you want to do better quality, and then like the games with the mouse support and stuff. But even that's so niche.
I don't think we'll see a lot of other cross-gen games after today. I think
this is kind of the big reveal for that.
Yeah, where it would be Zelda, or not Zelda, Pokemon and Metroid are the only ones that are day and date, both consoles.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the upgrades are their own thing. I mean, they could totally do, like, upgrades throughout the generation's life. Because Nintendo does weird things all the time. It's like that Mario Odyssey game. They put a DLC out for it like 2 or 3 years later, and it was just like a free balloon mini game to the game. They do that all the time, where it's just weird shit like that. So I could totally see them doing that down the road. But like, I don't know, the Pokemon and Metroid I felt like was a given. The Pokemon was not a letdown, but it makes me worried about what the future is for how they're gonna drag this out.
Yeah.
But Donkey Kong is a Switch 2 exclusive. Mario Kart 9 or 10 or 11, whatever we're at now. They number some of them and they don't number some of them, so it's like a whole fucking thing. I think they've come out with 2 of them since 8, so I think this is 11. Because they came out with a mobile one, and they came out with like this weird AR one.
Oh, wow.
Do you remember the AR one? It was very niche.
I don't think so.
It was called Mario Kart Live, and you buy an RC car that has a camera built into it, and you build the tracks on the floor and stuff.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
And then, the camera would link up to your Switch, and you would drive through there. They just came out with a Lego version of it, like a Lego car for it. I think it's like $300. It's cool, fucking. It's so expensive. It is really cool.
It's a cool idea if you could make it work.
Right.
But
Lego wheels on Legos always weirded me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, circles on squares. It's weird. It's fucking weird, right? Is it just me? It's weird.
So, man.
Why aren't their tires also squared? I don't know. It's strange, or at least like pixelated, like like a old NES car. But no, they're just rubber tires. It's strange.
The only round thing about them is their tires
and their heads. They're weird heads.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're side like ovally.
Yeah, they call them blockheads, but they don't have blockheads. They're
round.
They're like can heads.
Yeah, they're definitely cans, like a bucket or something.
Canos. What would be the equivalent? Well, I guess it's not called blockos. It's called Legos.
Yeah.
Legos.
Right. That's the thing. Yeah, they're like Legos aren't even. They're not even called blocks.
Right. I was thinking we saw a Lego game here. We kind of saw it was Fortnite.
Yeah.
There was a couple of games that I was like, okay, cool, they're putting that out. I'm surprised. You might as well port it because that's what we're doing here. It's still the Switch, but Cyberpunk is on that list. Hogwarts Legacy is on that list.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars Outlaws.
That's just to get other people to buy it.
To buy those, yeah. Yeah, Star Wars Outlaws specifically, I know, like, super underperformed compared to what they wanted.
Right.
So that game needs to sell. Hogwarts Legacy, I mean, I think it's already on Switch 1, so it's weird that they're just reporting it to Switch 2.
They're just like, don't worry, get the second one. All your progress will be there.
Yeah, especially right after they just announced canceling the DLC.
Yeah,
but,
so upsetting.
Yeah, they said that in part because it's all hands on deck on the sequel. But they did promise an expansion for it and stuff like that, so it's strange. But yeah, a lot of ports coming later to things. But not a lot of launch stuff. I don't feel like there was a lot of launch stuff here. It was Donkey Kong and Tony Hawk.
Yeah. Maybe they're just kind of waiting.
Yeah, maybe. But like June 5th? So Summer Games Fest is after that.
Yeah.
So our next big E3, I mean, they usually do a direct separately from all of that. So maybe we'll get a direct a week before.
Maybe that's what they're waiting. They're like trying to drop it, and then they're going to be like, and here's a bunch of crazy games.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could totally get another direct before then. They did say Mario Kart is getting its own direct in April.
That's
the
crazy.
later half of April. they usually do that for a deep dive. It'll probably be like 20 minutes
Yeah.
or whatever, and then just go through like the different courses and modes and stuff a little bit more. We'll probably see the free roam mode for sure. But yeah, I would think that we'd get another bigger direct for the summer around that what used to be the E3 time. Now Summer Games Fest. I don't know if they ever, I don't think they affiliate themselves with it though.
No,
they're always around it, but I don't think they want any part of it other than being cordial and being like, we'll keep it around the same time.
Yeah.
But I think that's just because you do that right before the summer, so all the summer games and stuff like that, it gives people to invest while they're on summer vacation or something.
Yeah.
I really don't know why June was always the time frame. It's been like that ever since I was a kid, though.
Yeah. Just everyone gets out of school.
Yeah.
You can watch TV.
Yeah, they used to not be televised, too. Like, way back in the day. Like, we saw that GameCube reveal was an E3 event from, like, 2001.
Oh, right, yeah.
It was just journalists in a dark room, and then Miyamoto would come on stage, and sometimes they wouldn't even be mic'd. They would just be like...
That's funny, they're just shouting over everyone.
Yeah, just in such a small room that you could just talk over people. It's funny. But yeah, I thought we were going to have more to chew on here. I mean, not Elden Ring, but From Software's The Big Thing and Donkey Kong. The Mario Kart trailer gave me more questions than answers. Is the big thing there.
Yeah, again, I mean, like, it looked a little bigger, but other than that, it's like, what more we don't need any more Mario Karts,
right.
I think. Like, we're really at...
A lot of my questions are why is my big thing.
Yeah, exactly. That would be the biggest.
Yeah.
Like, why do we need another one? Even the open world thing is like, if you're gonna do that, you might as well go all out, and it looks very limited. Yeah, because Mario Kart 8 with the DLC has like 96 tracks or something like that, and then. I mean, it doesn't have the 24-player mode. That's the one big thing they're touting here. And then I assume free roam will be bigger than what we are seeing now. Yeah.
I was gonna say bigger than what we think, but what we think is it is something more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's definitely a lot more questions of why. Why are we doing this? He still didn't give me that nugget.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing too crazy. We got Rhythm Heaven and Tamagotchi Life last week.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and like, Nintendo hasn't been my biggest one, so.
Yeah, I was just hoping that this would like give you something a little bit more, like other than. I mean, Donkey Kong's cool and all, but.
Yeah,
it's not the only $500 drop this second cool.
Yeah, the only game I wanted to play on the Switch was. That farming game.
Witchbrook.
No. The old one that everyone plays on their Switch.
Harvest Moon?
Nope, the one that's kind of like Harvest Moon. With the animals.
What's the animals?
That you pay with bells or something.
Oh, Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only game. Honestly, if you were to tell me I couldn't name 10 games on the Switch, to be honest.
Nintendo Switch 2 price confirmed. Drum roll. How much do you think?
$489.
Close. You're close with it being for something.
Nice.
Yeah. $449.99.
Nice. Oh, so yeah, it was only $40 off.
Which means that's a $500 console with that pack-in.
Right, yeah.
That's what they're doing there. So without the game, it will be $449.99 is what it looks like. Yeah, $499.99, which means you get Mario Kart for $20 cheaper, presuming that each they're gonna just start charging $70 now for games.
Mm.
So it would be cheaper to get that pack in
Yeah.
versus buying the Switch or Mario Kart later. I think that Mario Kart Switch will sell out a lot faster.
Probably,
But
yeah.
according to the rumors, is that they have like 25 million of them in the U.S. already.
Okay.
Wow.
Which
would be an insane amount of these just stockpiled, but they've been printing them out for like months.
Wow.
Yeah, and a lot of that is like to get ahead of all the tariffs and stuff like that. That Trump has
true.
been,
That's also
yeah.
So
So
that starts like this week as well.
right, get them in the U.S. before they can start charging like tariffs on imports and stuff like that, and it makes a lot of sense. But it's gonna be a scalper's paradise out there from the next few months.
Let's find where they're stockpiled and
yeah, dude, if you want to pre-order anywhere, like being in store is probably the best way to go. And I still assume pre-orders are gonna start being canceled by next week. I even with Nintendo saying, "Oh, we got this," I don't think they got it.
No.
I don't think they got it like that. No. Dude, the Wii was such a massive fuck up. Like, you couldn't find the Wii for, like, over a year.
Wow.
Yeah. And the same thing with the PS5.
Yeah, I remember that one, yeah.
The Switch was easier to find, but it took a little bit for the Switch. I mean, it didn't take a little bit for the Switch to catch on. It caught on pretty fast, but it wasn't, like... It wasn't selling insane amount like the Wii was. It was the Wii was insane. And like people were camping out for the Wii, dude. Like do you remember all of that? Like people, it was like weeks people were outside of stores.
No.
Yeah,
I don't know how old I was then.
2005 or 6. So we were
No, I lived in Florida.
Yeah, you're a little bit older than me, so you would have 13 or so by that point? 14?
Yeah, there weren't a lot of gamers where I lived.
No.
Yeah. There wasn't like a big thing that we did where I lived.
I was trying to think if I lived here or not. No, I lived in California at the time, actually. Which is probably why it was so insane everywhere. But yeah, there was people like camping out of Walmart and stuff like that for like a week before the
I believe it, yeah. That makes sense.
Or not a week before it revealed, a week before it came out. It was already revealed by then. But people were doing everything. There was like the Hold Your Wii for a Wii challenge where that lady drowned.
Oh, wow.
That? She like drank so much water that she drowned.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was like the whole thing of like all these people were drinking as much water as possible and they had to hold their bladder for as long as possible. And she like internally drowned.
Wow.
From drinking too much water.
That's crazy. All for a console.
Yeah, for a video game console. Which, and it was impossible to get at the time, so it was like, people were fighting over these things, but it was before the scalper market. The scalper market existed, eBay existed, but it wasn't today, you know, like, nobody had iPhones then, you know, like, it was a totally different world. But yeah, the Switch was nowhere near that. It was definitely a great seller, but it wasn't. People weren't camping in front of stores for it.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think people are going to do that for this, but maybe if June 5th is not a lot of time, but also it's like the right amount of time to be like, hey, it's coming out now.
Right.
Like, I'm glad we're doing this now and not doing the PlayStation thing where we revealed it and then it's coming out in a year and then we don't know the price for a year. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say or anything. Have you played anything in the last few days since we last spoke before we call it an episode?
I think I just played a little more Balatro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Which is fun. I didn't beat anything else, but, you know, I played a little bit more.
No.
It's been popping up on my algorithm, so every once in a while I get, like, a little hint at something, and I'm like, oh, let me try this strategy or whatever, and...
Yeah.
I feel like I got a long way to go till I really, truly understand the full game, but it's fun.
Unlocks.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Balatro, I can watch people play that game forever. I started playing it, and I was like, It's too much of regular cards for me, but like I get it.
Yeah.
I watch people play it. It's just like I'd watch poker or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, eventually it gets like so beyond that,
right?
Depending on what your build is and stuff, of course.
Yeah,
but, like,
some of those hands are insane.
You can make it, nothing like poker if you really wanted it.
Yeah, especially with like all the flames going off and little like blinks and bloops, and it's crazy. I beat Sly Cooper. I talked about the last episode.
Yep.
And then after that, I played BMX Triple X.
Nice.
I played it. I did the thing. I didn't know that this was supposed to be Dave Mirror 3.
Oh, okay.
We were talking about that they never made a sequel. They did make a sequel. It came out on Game Boy Advance, and this was supposed to be the console version.
Oh, wow.
And he took his name off it because he didn't want boobs in his video game or whatever.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, but they ran with it. I guess it kind of controls like Dave Mirror. Maybe my memory of how Dave Mirror controls is a lot. It controls a lot worse than what I remember. You know, it's not as snappy as a Tony Hawk. It's actually it's heavy like a bike would be almost. But it's still very good. It's just it takes some getting used to.
Yeah.
As Tony Hawk like goals, more akin to like Tony Hawk 4, where it's open world up until you get to a goal, and then whatever goal you do, it might have a timer or whatever like that.
Yeah.
The hard part is like whenever you fall in the game, it just restarts the whole goal. Like there was one goal I had to do. You go to the strip club and there's a pimp with a poodle, and you have to pick up his poodle and put him on your shoulders, and then do a bunch of sick tricks with the poodle on your shoulders.
Wow.
And then if you fall, it fails the whole thing.
Dang.
And you have to go to the goal guy and then go all the way to the poodle.
Without falling.
Right. Get the poodle, start doing your tricks, and then do all the tricks. I think it's 20,000 points in tricks. And then without falling, and then you get the goal or whatever. But it was like, as soon as I picked up the poodle, I don't know what happened, man. I don't know. I tried so hard, but it seemed like it was instant fail as soon as I did anything, because I would just fall. It's like I would turn around and end up bailing somehow. I'm like, fucking A, dude. All right, restart. Go all the way over there. I don't know if I'll play another episode of it or not. I'm still kind of like debating in my head.
Right.
Because honestly, it is a good game.
Yeah.
But the goals aren't good enough to keep me there, and it's more of a curiosity of like, well, is this game really as dirty as what it seems?
Right.
Because as of right now, it seems like Dave Mirror, and then in between levels, they show like a video of a stripper every once in a while that you can skip.
Right.
But I mean, on the back of the cover, it shows topless character models doing cans on the bike.
You gotta unlock.
Yeah.
Unlock them.
Yeah. Create your own hard-bodied BMX honey and give them all the jiggle you want. Black bars not included. Is what it says. I didn't find any of that.
You haven't been able to create your own?
No.
Huh.
The closest thing I got was I made a cute little goth girl. You can make a guy or a girl or whatever, but one of the bottoms you can get is a banana hammock, and it's the same banana hammock if you're a guy or a girl.
Oh, nice.
So I don't think there's any difference in like the bulge either. So nice. You know, and as soon as you did that, it played like a little voice clip going ooh, and that was it. I was like, oh, that's what I'm expecting from this.
Yeah.
That's the level of humor
right
we're working with. It seems more tongue-in-cheek than what it actually is in dirty but because it's so soaked in the 2000s Attitude Era bullshit, it's not as self-aware as what it may be. And maybe it's super self-aware and I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I'm just doing like BMX tricks in front of a strip club.
Nice.
Yeah.
You gotta start somewhere, I guess.
Yeah. So stay tuned next week if I pursue more BMX Triple X. I'll probably find another game by that point. We'll see. I have some things lined up. But other than that, yeah, I didn't play anything else. Not a lot of time in between these and getting episodes out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't usually play video games unless I'm recording, and then if my computer's out of commission because of like editing or whatever, I just won't play games. I'll just watch YouTube or whatever.
Right.
So, yeah, with getting the podcast up and getting the reaction video clipped out, and getting that uploaded on both of the channels, mine and the other channel. Yeah, it was a lot of computer time taken up to just that.
Right.
In the last 4 or 5 days. And then I think, yeah, my Sly Cooper episode came out and stuff like that too. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that we'll call it there. The Switch 2 event.
Switch 2 today.
Yeah. I wonder what you guys think. I hope you guys are happy with this. I mean, obviously, I think that you would also want more, but leave a comment. You know, we like feedback. Like, comment, subscribe, all of it.
Yeah. Buy us a Switch 2.
Yeah. If you want to support the channels, there are links down below. Patrick has a store where he sells t-shirts. I sell Pokemon cards. It's always nice to have something physical. But if you don't want to buy something physical, you could donate straight to us. There's all of that down below as well. Follow us on social medias and stuff like that. Go subscribe to the podcast channel. But I have my personal channel. Patrick has his personal channel. All of that jazz. That's all I can think about for housekeeping. Is there anything else I'm missing? I don't think so. Yeah. Thank you so much, Patrick, for coming in early.
Yeah, no problem. I'm always up early.
Yeah. I'm going to go to bed soon. I still have to make dinner. I did buy dinner, but
nice.
Usually noon is like where I call it. I'm like, oh, I got to wake up at 6 p.m. So
I got to eat breakfast.
Yeah, that's true.
I should have had some on the way, but...
Yeah. I had biscuits that I made yesterday when I got home.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I made biscuits yesterday when I got home, and then when I got home today, I ate more of those biscuits. Yeah, we will see you next week. Thank you so much. Again, this will be clipped out. I'll clip out the direct on my channel. I forgot to intro all of that stuff. I got real excited once it started. I was like, oh, we're fucking in it. But yeah, I'll clip out the direct. So if you want to watch just that part separately, there will be that, and then there'll be the podcast as one whole thing as well. It'll probably just be the hour section, and then from the direct forward. I don't know how I'm gonna edit it from that point, but we'll see. Trying to get all the thoughts out of my head before I call it. But yeah, we'll call it now before I think of more things. It's been fun, guys. It's been real. Here's how it goes, guys. Bye. See ya.